what anime got you through a tough time?
They will start with you.
Start with me.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have like a super like dramatic one. I just had a job that I didn't really like. I won't say the name, but I had a job that I didn't like back in the day, and it was and that was during my lunch break. I remember watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood just on Netflix during lunch break, and I feel like honestly, like by the time that I finished the show, by the time I was basically ready to leave the job,
Yeah.
so like basically like I felt like it was like to help me transition out of there because I didn't enjoy the job. But the show was incredible. I do recommend Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood if you have not seen it, but that was probably one of my anime.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What about you, Asia?
I'm still debating on mine. I've got two that I'm leaning towards. Well, actually, I don't have one that got me through a tough time, but I do have one that resonates with me because like it was a beautiful bonding moment that I got to share with my husband.
Well, that's wholesome. What was it?
So, it was when we first moved in together. It was Attack on Titan, actually.
Okay.
He had told me before we had started dating that that was one of his favorite animes, and I remember he was in the living room watching it. I just like finished reading a book or something. I went out to see what he was doing, and I saw him watching in the living room. And I'm just like, hey, this is kind of like what I'm seeing here.
Okay.
And then I think like then the next day I asked him, "Hey, would you be okay if we just started it over and we watched it together?" And David was like so excited about it, and we just ended up watching them all, talking through like each episode, and
And
just
next thing you know, they got
and
married.
then we ended up married. So shout out to Attack on Titan, bonded me and my husband together.
You can't see it, but Tori's off camera hating, so you know.
Well, here's I think for me, I knew that's when I knew Asia had good taste when she, you know, what I'm saying like
When
that's
she got you a new iPhone and then she watched Attack on Titan.
that helped. So
Well,
um,
no, I.
that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We got everything else.
So as far as my picks, I know one that stays with me pretty well. Probably not a surprise to anybody at this point, but Tekken Bloodline, mostly because it, especially like that training arc with Jin Kazama when he was learning under, shoot, even both his mother and especially with Heihachi, it kind of stuck with me. It kind of reignites that martial artist passion for me a little bit. Of course, Dragon Ball Z growing up, that's definitely one I always go back to. And even outside of like, strictly anime, but in terms of video games, like the story of Tekken 8, as I've stated before, that one definitely got me through a rough time. And then in terms of comics, was Final Crisis. Like during the early 2020s, 2020, 2021, eh, that was probably about as dark as a time as it could get, but that story really was a good source of inspiration for me going forward. So that was a really good one.
Mm,
So there's your recommended reading, everybody.
Mhm.
nice.
Now, like I said, Tori's here. He's just getting some technical stuff out of the way for us, but we'll get his takes shortly.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, y'all want to jump into some of the early topics before we dive into everything or what?
Yeah, we can get
Yeah.
started.
All
Let's do
right,
it.
cool. Let's see here. I know one of the early ones is Joe. Pass this to you. I know the Supergirl is coming out soon. Upcoming, there was a
Why you
what's
got to
it?
pass it to me, bro?
I mean, just because we're trying to pitch you here.
You know I don't want to watch it, but
We're
okay,
hoping
sure,
that
yeah.
the marketing works on you a little bit, and you end up.
Oh, what marketing? Because all I saw was the same shit we've seen before, plus that damn dog,
Well, they had the Super Bowl. Didn't they have a Super
the
Bowl?
puppy bowl. That's what they called it.
Okay.
Because they did this last time with with the Superman movie, where what's better than the Super Bowl? The Puppy Bowl. And then they just showed Guy Gardner with that stupid haircut and that damn dog. So
hmm
history repeats itself.
They also
Uh
they
huh.
also said that the upcoming Superman Day
Uh huh.
is also now they're all switching it over, and that's going to be Supergirl Day. So now instead of all the hype and news and discounts and announcements for Superman, we're getting Supergirl stuff.
I mean, look, it makes sense for, from a marketing standpoint.
Hmm.
Warner Brothers got a movie to promote, try to make as much. I feel like we've been here before, where we're in the in the middle of another transition for Warner Brothers getting bought out by somebody else, and Now they just have these movies and projects on the cutting room floor, and you can't just totally scrap everything that's already in production or getting ready to release. And then just like, okay, we'll try to make use of this somehow. Does that sound familiar to anybody? But we'll see. We'll see if James Gunn sticks around past Netflix or Paramount or whoever buys. Now, is you trying to get into the topic that I added in relation to this
Which one?
about the Netflix CEO?
Oh,
But tell you what, we'll get to that. But in terms of the actual little teaser, trailer, whatever itself, like I said, mostly, oh my God. Okay, it was mostly a lot of the same stuff we've seen with that one scene of, this is going to end badly for you guys, right? And then she does the fight. He sees the good in people. I see the truth. And then she does the thing where she swings people around. You have that same song playing in every trailer. And then they showed some new footage of what appears to be Krypton, even though it looks like just outside. And then they showed Krypto, where Kara found the dog. Asia, how did it make you feel?
I mean, of course, I'm just gonna get excited. It's Krypto. If anything happens to Krypto in that movie, we riot. We love Krypto.
That dog gonna die.
Why do you want horrible things to happen to the dog?
Look, I didn't ask for it to happen. I'm just saying it's probably gonna happen.
Oh my gosh.
He gonna get hit by a kryptonite bus and then Krypto's cooked. But hey,
oh my God.
all right, okay, Matt. Now,
Orion, what's up? Glad you pulled up.
what's up, Ryan?
Orion, but no, the to me, I feel like this. Like to me, they're doing everything. They got to do what they got to do. They got to market the movie. Super Bowl. They got this
Puppy Bowl.
Puppy Bowl. Okay, is that what they're calling it for real?
Yeah.
Okay. They got to do what they got to do to push the movie. For me, I'm still, what I'm saying, I'm gonna see it. Like I feel like, but I'm with Joe. If we didn't have the stream, I probably would wait for like HBO Max or Netflix, whatever.
Interesting.
Oh, really?
If we didn't have the stream, I would still watch it, but I wouldn't run first day to it.
Okay. But I'm the crazy one when I
Well,
say
I'm not
that,
hating
when
on
I
it,
say
though.
that the movie
No,
doesn't
because no.
appeal to me.
'Cause
I don't
you
want to
say-
bother to watch
you
it.
say,
Yeah, y'all
like-
are holding me hostage.
You
to go
say
see
more
the shit.
disparaging things about James Gunn. I actually like James Gunn. He gave me Scooby Doo.
Good for you, bro.
That was a good movie.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
You didn't like the live action Scooby Doo movie?
Wasn't a fan.
How can you? It's
That's our childhood. What are you talking about?
First off,
we all loved it.
Look, Scooby Doo was just on, okay?
on. What do you mean on? It's
You weren't
classic.
trying to solve the mystery.
I was waiting for Ed, Ed and Eddie to come back on. Johnny Bravo, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Okay, Mr. I love puzzles in video games. You didn't want to try to solve the puzzles that the
First
Mystery
off,
Inc.
Miss,
was
I don't
solving
like
in-
bit Asia.
I'm just wondering.
You ain't
I'm
winning this
curious.
battle on this.
You rather watch Ed, and Eddie, kids who were, what were they doing? Like sucking on jawbreakers, getting in trouble in the neighborhood, like, and you didn't want to watch anything like with sophisticated detective inquiry, like
First
we
off,
do. I'm confused.
First off, Ed, Ed and Eddie was comedy gold. And second, Scooby Doo, they laid out their little plan, and then Scooby and Shaggy would do some random shit, and then the villain would trip over them anyways, and then they nabbed him. So the plans were useless. So, anyways, but that aside, sure, if you enjoyed James Gunn's little Scooby Doo movie, cool. I'm glad you found something you like. In terms of the Supergirl movie, we'll see.
Okay.
I'm open to being pleasantly surprised.
I
I
feel like
just
you
doubt
gonna
it.
love it.
Why?
I just got a feeling.
Why?
That's a strong. What are you running? What are you running off of that?
Best thing the
from?
movie's got going for it is Lobo at this point.
Goodness. Gallagher Guy 88 from YouTube says you guys are so close to 1,000 subscribers.
Hey.
996 from what I see. Gallagher Guy, thank you so much. Yes, we
Appreciate it.
are very close to. If you guys are watching, so we stream in a lot of places. We stream on our clips page on Instagram. We stream on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I think that's all of them. Our YouTube channel has been growing a lot. So if you guys are watching on any other platform and you want to go over to YouTube, you're more than welcome to. The YouTube channel is just Trap Team. It's in our link. You can just search it and everything. But we are very close to 1,000 subscribers. Just a few more will be there. So probably by next stream.
Hey,
Yeah.
So thank you guys for subscribing. Appreciate it.
Right on.
for real,
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Got Orion showing you some love for the jacket.
Thank you.
Cool. What's up, Kyle? Kyle Osorio.
Osorio.
Yeah.
Hope we pronounced that correctly.
Tori, you have anything to chime in here on before we move on to the next topic? In terms of Supergirl, they had a new trailer that came out that Asia's excited for it. Joe is.
I think I'm ready.
Joe?
I'm ready for it. I mean, I think Joe's gonna love it.
Still haven't stated why.
I said it's just a feeling. You know, it's like you know, like
What is this feeling based off of? Where's it coming from for you?
a tingle.
Pause.
Okay. All right, y'all. Okay.
It's
So-
like what they said in Spider-Man. It's the
You're not
Peter tingle.
Spider-Man.
the
bro.
Peter tingle.
You got a Tory tingle.
I can see the hair on my arm.
Okay, look, you and your Peter Tinklage, good for you.
That's
but
crazy.
That's okay. In entertainment news, I know there was a recent actor, Asia, that you were somewhat of a fan of. You said that passed away. That you from Dawson's Creek.
Oh, I
Yeah.
never really watched Dawson's Creek, but I was a big fan of the crying meme that he's known for. Have y'all seen that? Like
Mhm.
people. Okay, well, yeah, no, but yeah, he did pass away. It's really
James
sad.
Vanderbeek.
James Vanderbeek. Yeah, it's really sad. Only like in his 40s. Yeah,
Okay, so you never watched
It was
Dawson's Creek. I thought you
48,
watched it.
I think.
I never watched it. No.
Oh, I thought because you were talking about it earlier. Like you watched. Okay,
Well,
okay. I
it's
thought.
a lot of people know of the show, and like it's pretty popular. Like with some
Dawson's Creek.
people.
That
Yeah.
was on. I remember it.
Did you ever watch it?
I remember it existed.
Yeah, I mean, 48 years old is way
Way
too
too
soon.
soon.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Phantom.
Definitely.
All right. So a new trailer came out for Spider-Noir, starring. I mean, to me, I'm gonna say the legend. Okay, the legend Nicolas Cage. Can we say the legend at this point? Is that I think?
I won't disrespect him.
Yeah, the legend Nicolas Cage.
It's his second Marvel movie.
Technically, it is. Yeah,
Oh, I forgot he was Ghost Rider.
yeah.
Yeah.
For a
I
second.
mean, I guess third if you want to get.
So he's been in
technical.
Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
I mean,
One of few actors.
What do you do in DC?
Superman.
he technically had the cameo.
He doesn't. That doesn't count though. Like
That was mostly CG, but
no, it doesn't count. It doesn't.
counts.
It doesn't.
CG wasn't
it
even.
counts.
can't-
You know,
How does it count?
It count.
though?
You can't count a movie that never came out.
it didn't come out, but it was in a movie.
But with that, but like, here's the thing: like, actors film test screenings all the time, and it doesn't
Okay.
come out just because, like,
It's almost like saying that somebody that didn't audition got to play.
I mean, but that's just
Hair.
like if that's the case, then we don't count Channing Tatum's Gambit though. His movie never came out, but he was in a movie.
no, his character was actually in a movie
It
though.
was a cameo.
Oh, are you trying to include Nicolas Cage, the Superman cameo, as far as from The Flash? Wasn't you talking about that?
Yeah,
Was he actually in that scene at the end?
It was CG, bro.
the fact
Does that
but
count though? Tony?
he gave them permission to use.
But wasn't that
his-
like more of a nod, like a joke? Like, do we really
Nah,
count that?
I count it.
Why?
I count it.
First off, that movie wasn't even good.
It didn't have to be good for him to be in it. What are we talking about?
Okay, so Spider-Noir. The trailer is out. Tori, you know more about this character from I know you read the comic stuff, so give us the breakdown of this character, and then we can talk about the.
I mean,
the-
it pretty much takes place. He's like a detective, and he's a Spider-Man as well. But it's like it takes place around the time. I guess is I don't know who to compare it to. It's like around Dick Tracy or around that's like the whole gangster
like
era.
1930s,
Like
yeah.
classic film noirs.
Yeah,
kinda
it's
stuff.
like gangster stuff and all like that. So, I mean, seeing him in that era with Spider-Man, as Spider-Man, it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to see it.
So the the trailer I saw was in black and white. Is the whole project gonna be in black and white? Do
I
we
mean,
know?
it's usually in black and white.
Do we
So
want
it might
that?
be.
Do we want that?
I don't know.
I think-
That fits the noir.
They
theme.
pulled that same thing with Sin City.
Don't you have like the option to see it in color or black?
Okay, so that is confirmed. That
That's-
It's kind of like what they did with the Justice League.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
okay. If that's the case, then I'm cool with that. But either way, it's film noir. I get it. So I'll watch it in black and white if it is that. I'd prefer if it was color, but that's just me, being particular.
Well, I
But
mean,
I'll watch it either way.
It makes sense.
It does. No, it makes sense.
Because like if
Totally.
it's that film noir style, like Sergeant Venom says, "What up, bro?" I mean, even compared to like the, Justice is Gray version of the Snyder Cut, which I still enjoy it. I'd say would make more sense here than anything. I'm just still getting over the fact that this is actually real and it wasn't like a meme or a joke. But
Mm.
hey,
Yeah, I thought.
People loved his character in Into the Spider-Verse.
who did he do? Oh,
He played Noir Spider-Man there, and they was like, man, they should let him do the live action as well.
Yeah, it was one of those projects I didn't think was actually gonna like come through, but I'll keep an open mind. I'll check it out.
Hey, listen, he doing better than Blade right now.
What do they keep doing? Never
Uh,
mind.
No, so I did hear that they're gonna, instead of giving him his own movie, they're gonna do like a Midnight Suns where it's gonna be Blade and like a bunch of other characters instead of
Is that
his.
confirmed?
As a rumor.
Oh, rumor.
Okay.
Got it. Got
Rumor,
it.
but
Okay.
but
Okay.
yeah, it was like it's a pretty solid rumor though.
Sergeant Venom, I'm going to need you to put the kibosh on that slander because the theatrical cut and the Snyder cut are in no way the same, both mathematically and thematically. Don't even
Oh,
start.
goodness. Okay. One thing.
Still appreciate you, but don't do that with me tonight.
I'm mad I couldn't fix
One
it.
one thing I'm confused about when it comes to the Spider-Noir is like more about like I'm trying to understand like where like who owns what because it's coming to Amazon
Yeah,
and
Prime Video.
yeah, which I know Sony owns like, Spider-Man except for like MCU stuff or whatever, however they do that deal and stuff. But this is going there, so like I'm just like, is that where Sony
I don't
projects
think
go now?
I
Like
don't
I'm
think
like kind of confused on like Amazon Prime just seem random out of, where it could go. I don't know.
I don't think Sony owns the Noir Spider-Man though.
What? I thought I thought they'd own Spider-Man as a
It's
whole.
like a whole, oh, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought they owned their whole property. Okay,
I thought
I just thought
I think it's
because they
just
have
I think it's
Venom,
just like the
because they have the Venom properties and stuff like that, So I just thought that this would be another. I just thought it maybe be a, you know, theatrical release or something like that, or maybe Disney Plus. I don't know,
Hmm.
but it's Amazon. Sergeant Venom
Yeah,
says maybe bidding war,
Mm.
possibly. Yeah, Amazon threw some cash down.
Gallagher guy says first time I ever heard of Spider-Man Noir was in that Spider-Man Dimensions game. Love that version of him ever since.
oh yeah,
And I did enjoy what I played of that game too.
I remember that.
Unfortunately, that was kind of where I was like post the Spider-Man 3. So it was like after when I was like starting to get out of Spider-Man games, but from what little I did play, I enjoyed it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
still got to have a talk about Spider-Man video games in a second, but
Yes. No. 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 We will. We will. It's
You ain't played it?
it's on the list.
You ain't played it?
Huh?
You haven't played it?
oh no,
No.
we'll get to
It's
it.
about something else.
We'll get to it.
Okay, bouncing around here. So we got some other topics here too. There's a Crunchyroll price hike. They are raising price amongst all tiers by $2. So that is
Mm.
essentially one of the highest marks as far as price increases that Crunchyroll has done. Some fans are saying they're canceling. Some are saying, hey, they're giving me anime. Some are going to other sites. So, you know, us four here, Crunchyroll going up in price. We all have Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? And
I
what's
mean, what's your thoughts? Because I'm using your accounts.
Oh, there you are.
No, it really is.
You are using our account. Okay, so me like $2 increase. It's annoying, but I don't know if it's like enough that I'm gonna like cancel just yet. But it definitely is like kind of like an eyebrow raise, like a side eye. Like, okay, let me watch you, Crunchyroll, because if you start acting like Xbox, and
What y'all
increasing.
got? Which one y'all got?
I got like the hot whatever, probably the middle tier.
Is that like the $20 one?
Yeah, if I do, yeah, I think it's that
Got
one.
the $20 one?
Whatever one, not the
Uh-uh.
one not the one where you got the manga, but like the one right under that.
Like the highest you can get for like actual
Yeah.
anime
Yeah.
itself.
Hmm. But yeah, I mean, to me, I'm looking at it like, all right, Crunchyroll, like if you keep going up in price like Xbox did with Game Pass, then I might have to consider some cancellations or anything like that. But $2 is not that bad
Yeah.
compared to other price increases we've seen. So I'm annoyed, but I'm gonna chill.
I don't think we'll notice the $2, the extra $2 that we're spending on it.
You ain't gonna notice the extra $200.
Two.
$2. I'm concerned just because it seems like the price of like damn near everything is going up,
Mm-hmm.
but there gets to be a certain point where you gotta ask like why. And again, not to get political, but you go back to what happened with like the supply chain crisis or with the tariffs. But companies, as they've been pretty much proven, will be like, we'll just jack up the price of our product or service, and then people will blame it on inflation or the tariff war or the supply chain crisis, even though they didn't really have to increase the prices, but they just know that they can get away with it. So if that's what's going on,
That's what
it's concerning, and B, sadly, ain't nothing gonna be done about it anytime soon.
that's what grocery stores were doing.
Oh yeah, no, they were
I
guilty
think
as
I
fuck.
think Walmart got in trouble for doing that. They
Hmm.
saw the inflation prices. They didn't have to raise the price on their stuff, but they saw it's like, oh dang, we can do that. Yeah. Doop, doop, doop. Raise that up,
Yeah.
and they ended up getting caught.
Mm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I'm mostly gonna blame Xbox. I think they're the worst at it. So
I got it.
pretty much responsible for everything wrong in the world. So yeah, let's just get rid of them.
All right, Jack Bowers on YouTube has a really good question, and I know that Joe and Asia and maybe you two are big fans of this, but they asked, what's up? What is everybody's thoughts on the Mummy 4 returning with the OG cast, including Brendan Fraser?
I'm excited.
It's,
I'm excited.
I'm real hype about it.
I love Brendan Fraser. Like I've been watching Brendan Fraser movies like since I was a tyke. I have one of his movies, Encino Man. You know, that was like one of his early movies, and I need his autograph because I got Pauly Shore to sign it, and I need Sean Astin and Brendan Fraser's autograph next.
Okay.
Okay.
I've seen all the mummy movies, and the way Hollywood did Brendan Fraser, I believe he deserves everything coming his way, all the good stuff.
Interesting.
Also, Dorian, I see what's up. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna like what I have to say on this one.
Wait,
What?
the Mummy?
It's
Just like-
nostalgia. He's not gonna like it.
I'm just asking.
But we just watched The Mummy Returns like a few months ago. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. Do
So
we
you're
need
not
another
excited
one?
for The Mummy? Wait.
Yeah, I would like to see it.
I mean, if you would like to see it, then sure. But I think just from an audience perspective, temper your expectations because it's not going to hit exactly the same way as the old ones were. So maybe you just got to enjoy it for what it is.
I mean, in the
rather
original,
than trying to recapture your childhood.
in the original one, he was doing his own stunts, and that was breaking his body down.
He ain't doing that in this one.
Oh no, that man's been going. He had
Even the
health
dude
issues.
that played the one cool looking dude that had the tattoos on his face looked like he should have played Ra's al Ghul in the movie. That dude don't look the same anymore.
Man, he was like,
I doubt he could do the same stunts.
But Jeff, you're a fan of the franchise, like Asia and Tori. Is the reason you do it more because it's been too long? I mean,
Dave, you should know me by now. Sometimes even a franchise that you love's got to know when it's overstaying its welcome.
it ain't been here in like 15 years.
Yeah.
That means its time was up.
okay, Asia, you are a huge fan of the Mummy. So
I
where do
am.
you stand here? You said you what? Like,
I am hyped for it. I really hope that it does good. I hope it captures like all the essence that the first two Mummy movies had. I don't really talk about that third one.
Oh, was that Jet Li in that third one?
Was it Jet Li?
I think he was the Dragon Emperor or something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't even
That's
Emotep like
movie
it should have
exists.
been. But yeah, so I hope they do their thing with it. It's gonna be great to see them all together again.
Asia, I'm telling you, just
Nos-
if you
like
want to watch,
Sergeant
just
Venom says, nostalgia sells.
I'm not
I would
going-
love
Venom
to see them all.
nostalgia sells until it doesn't.
I'm not going in there to see the first or the second one. I'm going in there just to see
That
where they are now.
there you go.
Yeah, and I hope it captures the same essence of it as well.
We'll see, Asia, but I'm
but
telling you.
now, Tori, I do have an issue with something you said. If you don't mind me responding,
Okay.
you said that you are hyped for this Brandon Fraser one, but I recall, didn't you say that you did not want to see Rush Hour 4?
No, I didn't say that. You said that because you said they old.
No, I said
You
I'm
said-
hype.
No, you said
Oh,
you said they are old and out of shape. That's what you said.
Wow, all
You
right.
saw. You said. Didn't you?
We gonna play the clip back. I was hyping you, and Joe said they too old.
I didn't say that.
All right. I was gonna play the clip
I
back.
said I don't want Jackie Chan to risk his body.
Okay, but you're
Like
okay
he
with
used
Brandon
to.
Fraser risking his body.
I know Brendan Fraser's gonna have stunt doubles.
How you know Jackie Chan's not?
Jackie Chan doesn't do stunt doubles.
Neither did Brandon Fraser.
All
That's
he
why
did-
he
all
ended
he
up with
did
broken
was-
bones and stuff.
All he did was tone down his
Nah, you act
No,
like you know them
wait a minute.
personally.
Jackie Chan was a stunt double and a stunt actor. Jackie Chan has always been a stunt
But
double. and
then
all
he
of that.
still had to slow down in recent
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
But,
So, like,
but
even
Brendan
with Brendan-
Fraser, was never a stunt double. That
But
man
he
was
did his own stunts.
he was
though.
an action
He did his own
actor.
stunts
He
like
did
you
his
said,
own
though.
stunts
And that's why he
before-
got broken bones.
But he said that messed up his body. He's not. He knows he's not going to. He's
So then why do you assume that Jackie Chan gonna be doing backflips off of the Empire State Building?
unlike Brendan Fraser, Jackie Chan never said on camera that he won't be doing all that stuff.
But hold on, has Brendan Fraser even done any action roles since he came
No.
back.
I don't
No,
think he
that's why I
has.
said I know. That's why I'm not. I know he's gonna have stunt doubles and stuff
But
like
the
that.
thing is, like,
There's
if
a lot of
it's not,
assumptions being made. It's
but
like,
if the action is
You
not,
trying to make it seem like I'm saying that Brendan Fraser that he's gonna be jumping through walls and windows and all of that and all this. And first of all, the fact that you out here saying that I'm besmirching Jackie Chan's
no,
name.
you just said that you were worried about him doing the movie.
No, I did not.
said- you
I
said
said
you-
I hope that they aren't risking their bodies to entertain us, but I want
but
to
you would
see
accept the same thing from Brendan Fraser.
I'm the same thing. I don't want him to risk himself because he doesn't need to.
But even
Now.
if you do it in a way where he doesn't have to put himself on the line, this is what I'm saying. It's not going to capture the same spirit because
Yeah,
the
well,
appeal was built off
People
of
didn't
its
know he was
action,
doing his own stunts
its
until
vibe, and all
after
that
he was
stuff.
already hurt. People assumed that he was using stunt doubles.
But
Then-
again, like whatever action they put on screen is definitely not going to be what it was back then. Which
Definitely.
again, if you still want to see the movie, that's fine. But you've also just got to temper those expectations. You've got to keep in mind it's not going to be the same.
No,
way
that's why I said. That's
before.
why I said I'm not going in there expecting to see 1 and 2. I just want to see them. Same thing with Rush Hour. I just want to see them, but I don't want them to have to do anything that will put their life. At
But why
risk.
don't
So you don't want them doing. You don't want them doing a lot of stunts in the movie.
I don't want
Nothing
them.
Crazy.
I don't want them to have to do their own stunts. Unlike
thought-
William Dafoe. William Dafoe did his own stunts in No Way Home. He said that he wanted to do his own stunts in that.
stunts, though. I mean,
But just like I said, Brendan Fraser, I don't think he's going to sign up to do the own stunts. He already said that he wouldn't do anything
But
crazy.
Bro, at this
in
point, with
past
all
interviews.
these remakes and reboots, Hollywood is starting to look like just as much of a retirement home as Congress, bro. It's time to. I feel like we got to move forward.
Who else we got?
hold on.
Ain't nobody else
You
out
think
here
there
doing
aren't
it.
actors out
We've
there
got
that
a
are
lot
just
of-
as talented, waiting for their shot?
Yeah, we got a lot of up and coming actors.
But we
like-
keep putting them on the back burner because we keep trying to bring back old shit.
That's y'all. That's because y'all don't support
Who's
them.
y'all?
Y'all.
Because I ain't say it.
Y'all three in this room. Y'all
What did I do?
Y'all don't support original movies.
Who don't?
You.
Where you?
Hold on, why are you
information
singling yourself out of this?
Where you
What
getting your
stuff you didn't
information?
see?
Where you getting your information from?
Wait, I don't remember the last time that.
Remember Spider-Man No Way Home?
I don't remember anybody in this room that went to the movie theater that wasn't a big blockbuster or a comic book movie. So we don't support original stuff, but we be complaining and saying Hollywood
Wait,
doesn't
was it
get.
Sinners original?
That's the only one that you've seen in the last decade.
That was recent. That was recent, wasn't it?
That was one.
You just said never.
I mean,
Did you even see it in theaters?
Yeah.
I mean, even with like Barbie being
That's
based
the
off.
only one that you.
But
got.
no, again, there was like the whole Barbenheimer thing where even if Barbie is based off of an existing property, it's still got like its own cast of actors and things like that. So it's its own thing. It's not like we're waiting 10 years down from there and now we're getting Barbie 2 where Margot Robbie is like in her 50s or something. You know, that would be weird.
Mhm.
But they're going to do it.
Okay. Okay, so when it comes to just in general, sounds like Joe, when it comes to movies, you're not a big fan of bringing back the old cast and trying to do the same thing again.
And just unnecessary sequels to movies that came out decades
So like
ago.
Kenan and Kel, we talked about that already. That movie or whatever it's going to be.
So
Right.
what's your
You're not hype about that.
I mean, just ask yourself, when's the last time it's really worked?
what?
As far as what? Okay.
I'm doing this. Like maybe Dumb and Dumber 2. I thought that one was pretty good.
What about Creed?
That's different though, because
Okay.
it's like a spiritual successor. It has like, of course, Rocky in it, but it's following a new
Got it.
path.
Not a full
So
remake.
that's
Okay.
different.
Okay.
Like
All right.
if they just, I mean, Rocky Balboa was essentially that, and that worked.
Yeah.
But then if they try to do after Rocky Balboa, which was Rocky 6, if they then tried to do a Rocky 7, that it would work. That's why they went the Creed route.
Hey, there was something that they did. Which
Okay.
was recent. I'm trying to remember.
I mean, I'm sure there's a good number of them that
Yeah.
actually were success, but I'm seeing more misses than hits here.
But a lot of the stuff that they brought back, like a lot of them were going straight to streaming. Like not a lot of them.
That's not a good sign.
I mean, but like but the way they had already set it up to go straight to streaming.
Well, like what were you talking about?
I don't think that they
Like what? Which ones?
didn't Coming to America go straight to streaming and
That was
But like
strange.
everything is straight to streaming damn near. I mean, it's kind of like
but so,
it's
like,
not necessarily a low bar. It's like
but a lot of times if they want to maximize the money, they'll put it in theaters and some other places. But my thing is like a lot of the times they just
Look, I'm with Sergeant Venom on this. If a movie has been shelved for over a decade or so, sometimes you just got to leave it be.
mm. All right, Joe. There's a question for you from I think it's Jack Bowers about Resident Evil. Looks like what's your thoughts on the Resident Evil games? Which one's your favorite?
If I had to pick a favorite, it gets tough, and y'all should know by now I'm terrible at picking favorites. It's between four, from just the sheer gameplay, the action, the mercenaries mode. I love that. I have a deep connection to three because I love the city zombie apocalypse. I just don't think that that game delivered enough. It was 2020. What can you do? But out of the that era, Resident Evil 2 remake is superior. I'm just less into being stuck in the police station, but I still really love that game. And as soon as Resident Evil Requiem comes out, that will be my favorite because that game is going to be cold as shit. So look forward to that.
Mm.
And we're gonna force David and Asia to play it because they're forcing me to go watch Supergirl. So why can't I get them to do something they don't want to do?
I was gonna say, oh, never mind.
You what?
What, you want to play it too?
The Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I think I did just see that they're gonna remake 5. They're gonna do a 5 remake.
If so, I'm down for it because I loved 5, and I feel like the game itself is still playable, but it could use a little bit more polish.
We need more co-op, more Resident Evil games.
Look, just give me the story with Wesker and everything, and I'm happy. I'm cool.
I just want a Chris and
Sheva?
Leon
Okay, never mind.
team up
mean,
co-op game.
They didn't exactly do it, but they kind of did it with 6, but nobody liked 6, unfortunately. But I thought it was fine.
I need Chris and Leon out there like Chris and Sheva.
Why are Chris and Leon like the equivalent of what we were just talking about? Of like, look, bro, just let them rest, man. Haven't they done enough? You know who they need to bring back? They need to bring back Jill. She's been through a lot. It's time to catch up on where she's been. We need Jill Valentine back in Resident Evil again. I'm hoping she makes an appearance in Requiem, but we'll see.
Mm.
That and give us an actual black and protagonist and not a side character. That would be great.
That'd be nice.
That'd be
What would they
fantastic.
name him?
Huh?
Leon.
Dion. There you go.
That's crazy.
Resident
Okay.
Evil in the, okay.
So Michael Jackson biopic, they released a very cool behind the scenes trailer where they showed more of just the making of the film. You got to see Jafar Jackson, just hear more about the process. The movie comes out very soon, April. So now that we've seen even more from it, I know our excitement levels were already very high. Have they increased after seeing that behind the scenes of the
Well, I mean, there was a
filmmaking?
lot because keep in mind they showed like their second trailer at like pretty much right around the time of the Grammys. Significant point for Michael because of the Thriller and the Grammy suite that he had there. And then at the Super Bowl, I think is when we got like the next look at the movie.
Yeah, that
which,
little short
again,
one. Yeah.
Super Bowl is a big deal for Michael too because he pretty much revolutionized the Super Bowl halftime show. But yeah, my hype level was definitely up here, and I would say it's gone right up there.
I mean, I'm already maxed out. I'm already maxed out on excitement. I mean, I just want to give a shout, like shout. They definitely got to give a shout out to the costume and makeup department.
Oh, 100%.
Because the actor that's playing his dad, spot on. Like the prosthetics and the makeup they put on that man, he looked just like his daddy. Like it's crazy. Like they really killing it. They really killing it. I can't wait to see how it turns out.
Now, I have some concerns, but we've already stated before, my worst case scenario for the movie is that it's still going to be the bomb diggity, but I'll address that and say, Asia, what's your take?
Yeah, so Jafar Jackson, like that, how old is he, first of all? Does anybody know?
I think 28 or something, maybe 20, mid-20s, I think.
Listen, honestly,
Still very young.
he
29.
29.
Okay, there we go.
He looks incredible. The voice is so spot on. I'm really excited for the movie. I'm really excited for the movie. I want it to be a box office success.
It will be.
It's going to be up against,
It's going to be a success.
another big movie at that time, Toy Story.
What movie? It's going to be a success.
Not Toy Story.
Mario.
Mario. It's going to be up against Mario at that time.
Mario who?
But I just don't think it's going to match. Never mind. I won't even get into that. It's going to be great.
It's going to be
It's going
fantastic.
to be a great movie.
Hold on, you won't get into it. I'll get into it. Listen, I still stand on what I said. I am level 10 hype for the Michael movie. I personally do still think that the Mario movie is going to beat it in the box office. Mario is just...
And it's just because there's just the kids are going to show up for the Mario movie. I just don't think they're showing up for Michael Jackson. I don't think teenagers are going to be showing up for Michael Jackson. I think it's going to be like 30 plus that's
Look,
showing up for that movie. There's a lot of us.
Y'all can believe what you want, but both of y'all about to lose that $50 a piece. So I don't know what to tell you. But
There are people. Listen, you see more Michael Jackson impersonators these days than Mario
That's
impersonators.
not even a true metric. Like, what are you
I'm
talking
just.
What are you saying?
Who walks around impersonating Mario anyway?
Anyway,
we're
yeah.
talking people that have made their entire careers out of impersonating
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. That just shows the
That
type of cultural
I
impact
agree. I'm
it
talking
had.
about just
music.
box office though. The Mario already made $1 billion already.
And Michael's about to make like
the first.
12 billion.
The first.
We'll see.
He about to kill it. I'm telling you.
Kids is not seeing the Mario movie,
No, they're
y'all.
not.
Listen, people. You got to realize there are people living in places that ain't never touched a video game in their life, but they know who Michael Jackson is. Just keep
There are
that in
people
mind.
in the world who
Keep
know
that
who
in mind.
Michael Jackson is where they don't even have access to like TV and internet, bro.
But they know who Michael
It don't mean to go
Jackson.
see the movie.
Okay.
They might.
Listen,
No.
They will. Now,
y'all don't. Y'all
They-
don't-
Mario's gonna have all ages showing up. Michael Jackson's gonna have select ages showing up. That's a big metric.
Yeah, I think Michael's gonna have a good like I'm gonna say 25 and up.
Listen.
Yeah.
And then about 20 and below, we're seeing Mario.
Yeah.
For
It's
sure.
gonna be kids in there because listen, I know
I know what you're gonna say. I know dads that made their kids learn the
they
moonwalk
didn't
at 7
make
years
them
old.
listen.
and
They ain't make
bleed
them listen. There's kids out here listening to Michael Jackson right now.
No, then kids.
Yeah,
How old?
I don't know how old they are.
I mean,
just
look,
know
you
they
got-
listening to Michael Jackson.
you've got YouTubers and streamers out here doing like reactions to his albums for the first time and stuff like that, and just being.
I ain't never seen no reaction to playing Mario for the first time, but
Story.
First of all, that does exist.
That probably.
So I'm not even about to act like
it exists. But I ain't seen it.
that don't mean
That's all I'm saying.
It doesn't exist.
If I ain't seen it, it don't exist.
You know what? That is because Tori sees everything. So you know what?
We'll call it.
I'm
I'll be
saying,
honest
like
with you.
I could hop on YouTube right now and see like at least two. Oh man, this is a Michael Jackson. This is how I literally like scrolling Instagram or TikTok. You'll see people reacting to people.
Now, why not people seeing both like they did? What about what's it called?
Barbenheimer.
Like,
No, because Sergeant Venom, we're gonna coin that. That was like the summer of Barbenheimer. This is the spring of Mario Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
there we
like
go.
that. I like
Can
that.
we just
But-
both back to back?
The Jackson's gonna be the
Can,
biggest.
No,
but
you can have a
people
Mario glove on one
People
hand
gonna
and a
be,
Michael
people
glove on the
gonna, people
other.
gonna be in there sitting there watching Michael Jackson at least 2 times a day.
So only
they-
two.
Y'all, okay, I gotta be honest.
Listen, I
I'm
did
a
that.
Michael fan, but y'all glazing
I
this movie
did
too
that.
much.
I did that to the first Deadpool movie.
We gotta be honest.
Me and Shaq went to go see Deadpool, and then as soon as it was over, it was in the room next door. They were just starting it up again, so we went in there and watched it again.
I ain't got time for all
Look,
that.
I'm
I'm
excited
saying-
for the Mario movie as well, and I will pull up with my little Cappy hat, even though I oddly still haven't played Odyssey. But as soon as that Michael movie drops, I'm gonna be in that theater 2 or 3 times. I'm gonna have the Panther dance fit. People gonna be dancing in the aisles waiting for the movie to start, bro. It's gonna
Okay, but
Michael Mania
I
is
think
back.
y'all are adding a lot of glaze to this movie.
Hey,
though.
Please.
Do you
Yes.
not exist on like
So
TikTok?
let me ask you this: if it was a,
Go ahead.
you know what I want to say? If it was a Drake documentary instead of the Michael Jackson, would you? How many numbers you think that you're a numbers guy? Drake does numbers, right? You
Yeah.
think- so with all those fans and giving him all those numbers on stream, you think they would have showed up and make him beat out Mario?
Can't fill a
No,
theater.
I don't think. I don't think so. But I'm not. But also, we're comparing a documentary to a blockbuster. It's not even the same thing. Like,
But if they made a biopic about Drake,
no, Michael Jackson.
How many
okay,
times
first of
would
all,
you, if they made one for Drake? How many times would you go see?
there
it?
is no artist that we can compare
Sorry,
to say who would beat Michael in a biopic. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you can name anybody: Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole,
He don't care.
Dr. Dre, whoever. Like,
but you
he
think
don't
that the Mario
care.
movie is going to beat out
He
the
don't-
greatest and biggest entertainer in damn near human
no,
history?
I am just saying that y'all are saying, oh,
He don't
we
care
don't
what
see it
month it
3-4
is.
times in the same day. It's just y'all adding a lot of glaze to
But at
it.
the same time, this dude's relevance has not faded.
Yes.
He's still.
But we're talking about the movie though, like hey, Michael, the great. We haven't even seen it yet, and y'all saying like, oh,
That's
2-3
crazy.
times. It could be.
You haven't even seen the Mario yet. You saying,
But,
oh, we gonna.
but they've already given us the first Mario movie, so we're running off of that. We know it's gonna.
So you just
they're gonna
know
do
it-
anything with it.
Yeah, y'all
Then-
going
then
off
you- so
assumptions.
then-
They're going off a trailer.
So then y'all gonna see it, and if it turned out to be straight butt cheeks, they gonna be like, huh?
Wait,
I'm
no,
What
not
y'all gonna
saying
do?
I'm not saying that one is going to be like better than the other. I'm
In
just
terms-
saying one is going to make more money possibly, and I think it's going to be the
Michael
Mario
Jackson was
movie.
gonna make more money.
I hope the movie does. I hope the movie
We
performs
gonna make.
very
We need a
I
well.
hope
bet.
it.
We need a bet
I hope
on.
it. I hope it don't
look,
disappoint
if y'all
y'all
want to
when
put
it do.
$100 down a piece,
Now we need something that y'all gotta say on stream. Or Tori gotta admit something about One Piece. I don't know. Like we gotta
That's
figure
crazy.
something out.
How about this? I'll listen to Iceman when it come out.
You was gonna listen to it anyway. First of all.
I'm not wasting my time on that. You better pick something else for me.
Oh goodness.
How about this? I'll pay for your OVO tattoo.
I'm not getting that OVO tattoo. That's insane.
But okay, in terms of the actual stuff that we've seen from the movie, now, like I said, I am over the moon. I am beyond excited for the movie. There's a number of things that still remain to be seen.
Mhm.
And there's also some things that can be concerning depending on how you look at it. So you can look at some of the dialogue that they put in the trailer, and it does sound very biopicky, if you know what I mean. Like you can go back to like the Straight Outta Compton trailers, and every time it was, "You guys are going to be inspirational. You guys are going to make the great." Like it's that type of speak. Like if the movie came out and there were scenes where Michael was at Neverland talking to Tito, going, "I'm so tired, Tito. I just don't know. I love Joe, but I don't want to work with the Jackson 5. It's time for a change." And then Tito goes, "Hey, Michael, I know you're tired, but if you really want to make a change, you got to look at the man in the mirror." Like that would be stupid as fuck,
And
but I'd low
pulls out a
key be here
notebook.
for it. Which that's not how he wrote the song. But like if they keep that energy throughout the movie, that would be whack as fuck, but it would still be incredible. Like the visuals of the movie alone are going to be spot on. It's going to be exactly what it needs to be.
Mhm.
Like it's not like shit. Have you like y'all saw some of the shots in that second trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even that shot of like Gary, Indiana during the winter, like that looks
Uh-huh.
like some Snyder shit.
Yeah.
And then you get to like that shot where he's on top of the car and he's like waving at the fans, and the fans are crowding the streets, and it had the fucking sky. Like, bro,
No, did you see the one where they had people where they did the reenactment of the people fainting?
yeah, which he was really like that.
Just like that.
I agree.
I ain't never seen nobody pass out from Mario Sunshine.
You could have picked even a better game than Sunshine, bro.
Okay.
But no, like I said, I think that, like, again, as I've stated before, it's a question too of like how much is the movie going to go into, because Michael's life is just so big.
I think we can kind of see from the trailers on how far we're getting. We're like you can. I mean,
Yeah.
And I don't mean this to be shady, but we
No,
can
go
tell
ahead.
by the complexion of how far are we getting into the Michael story.
Well, I mean, you can
Like-
see like
It's gonna
again,
settle.
it's only going to go up to like the bad era.
Yeah,
so
that's the cutoff.
It's gonna
yeah.
be multiple movies. It's got to be.
Well, at least two. But you can see, like, even in the first trailer, there's a scene where Michael's looking in the mirror and like touching up his skin. And as they've explained, it got so bad to the point with his vitiligo that the white spots were overtaking the brown spots. So rather than just covering his whole body in brown, there's like, look, we'll just even it out with the white spots. So
Mhm.
that's why his skin color, quote unquote, changed. But
Okay.
like, obviously they're going to get a little bit into that. They're clearly getting into the drama with the Victory Tour and Michael trying to break away from the Jacksons.
Yeah.
But again, there's like so much. You could make 12 movies about Michael Jackson's life. You could make a movie about him just creating Billie Jean and doing live performances for that alone. Are they going to talk about the Moonwalker movie? Who knows? How deep are they going to go into the Bad Tour? But we'll see.
They definitely treat
Some,
Michael
but
Jackson bad.
if we're going by just like how much time they're covering in this movie and using that as our benchmark
Mhm.
for like how much time they would cover in another movie, so if we're just going by that, that sounds like probably a good 2 movies. Because
Yeah.
I mean 2, yeah, I don't know if we
I
like.
don't think they can stretch it.
Yeah, I don't know if you
more.
can get to 3 really, because 3. I mean 3 would be like I don't know. And do we even want like? Okay, sorry.
I do.
All right, controversial opinion,
Say it.
but I got it from Asia, so I'm just gonna pass it to Asia, really. But
All right.
like me and you feel the same
Use
way.
your words
There is an
carefully.
era.
You're not
of,
gonna like it.
There is an era of Michael that we personally think, you know what, just not our favorite. We could maybe skip. Asia,
Yeah.
take it away.
I don't love his nature humanitarian era, like the Earth song.
Why not?
And what's
They
the other
don't
one
care.
he did?
He was
They don't,
right. Y'all don't care
Heal the
about
they
World.
us.
don't care about us.
That
That one
is
was okay, but the Earth song, that one,
Was it We Are the World?
We Are the World.
What was? No, it wasn't We Are the World.
No, it's not.
Heal the World.
Heal the
though.
World. That was it. Yes.
Yeah.
He had about 5 songs where he was like all about the environment.
Environment.
Elephants was being shot in Africa.
I
mean,
remember that. That really happened. He was speaking on things.
Okay, we got to be honest. That was boring.
I like
What
that.
was boring?
See, that's y'all problem.
Hold
Y'all don't want no message in y'all songs. Y'all just want some ass shaking
Oh
music.
no, this is complete Drake stan brain rot going on right here.
It is. Y'all trying to be thrilled. Y'all not trying to be
I don't
taught
like all
nothing.
the whining and crying he does in the Earth
He
song.
was talking about animals being murdered.
He was hooting and hollering in that music.
That was like the best part of the
It's
song.
during Black History Month.
And y'all, as much as y'all into social issues with especially
Crazy.
concerning black people, and y'all don't care for they don't care about us.
that one. I
That
like.
was like
okay.
an anthem of
That one has a good beat
But
to
listen,
it.
that was an anthem of the 2012.
That was
good.
So I'm not trying to hear recycle music.
No.
What do you mean
That's
recycle?
crazy.
As in
No,
songs about
recycling.
recycling.
Saving
Okay,
the earth.
about recycling, saving
Air
the
pollution.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold
Oh,
on.
but now that everybody dying from this pollution and especially with AI polluting the water and all
That
that,
you wish they listened now.
Hold
I
on,
wish-
Fired on your day off says Earth Song was too much.
Too
Acres
much.
Light.
Too much.
Too much for what?
Too much
Because-
what? Y'all, would you like pollution? I can see that.
So
Fired
here-
on your day
hold on.
off doesn't like One Piece because
Okay, see, I ain't gonna back you up on that.
look,
but-
Fired on your day off don't like One Piece because One Piece deals with current events and the social inequalities. And that's what Michael Jackson was talking about in these Earth songs. And no, I can see that. If you
Here's the
don't
thing.
like One Piece, then you don't like Michael Jackson's Earth songs.
Here's the
I
thing.
got
was
it.
cool with We Are the World. I was cool with Man in the Mirror. Beautiful songs. I'm just saying that later era when he's doing Earth Song and Heal the World and all that, those just didn't hit the same.
Okay, so
for me.
hold on,
I
hold on.
wish we could skip that
It
part
was
of his.
relevant to what was going on when he made it, and it is damn sure relevant right now.
Hold up.
I don't
Tag-
take away from that.
hold
I
on,
can
tag
take-
me in
I
on
get
this.
that.
Okay.
But was the
So-
songs good?
Yes. Now hold on. Okay, what do you? First off, I'm not even going to ask you about the quality of songs, Drake fan. But anyways, let's talk about so you realize that he put out entire albums with those few songs, right?
But those are big singles. He had video. He shot
And it's
videos
not
for
like
those.
he didn't have either other.
I love
Like,
that
how many,
video.
do you know how many videos he produced during like the Dangerous and the History era? He put out a whole fucking short film during the Blood on the Dance Floor, Ghosts, where he had like 3 songs in the thing and remixes of some of the beats. Had a full story, had a cast, played like 6 characters in the thing. So out of like, let's say the History album, aside from like Earth Song, you don't think there was any other bangers on there from somebody as talented as Michael Goddamn Jackson? Scream with him and Janet?
That was a great collab.
Exactly, yeah.
That was a
I can
great
keep
collab.
going. Fuck, even some of like the lesser songs that give you a deeper sense of like what he was going through at the time. Fucking Stranger in Moscow. Fucking
Leave Me Alone?
DS.
Is that
That
one
was
of them?
Bad
Or is that
Air, but
before?
close enough.
Bad Air. Okay, never mind.
But that again, that's a good one. Shit. The one, like I said, he made a diss track on the prosecutor that was after him in the trial. He made a diss track against his accusers. He made a diss track against the media. Michael was on fire in that era. That was like some of my best stuff. That's some of his best stuff. And don't even get me started on Invincible. That's an underrated classic. David, Threatened,
No, I agree with you there.
Break of Dawn, Butterflies,
No, that's a great album.
Heaven Can Wait,
I agree.
Breaker, Invincible, Unbreakable.
Great music. I'm with you.
yeah.
Nobody is touching Michael Jackson when it comes to the sheer artistry of music. He is the Bruce Lee of music, breaking down racial and cultural barriers, making consistent hits, elevating the genre, elevating the way that stories are told in the media. Nobody compared to Michael
Bringing
Jackson.
awareness to what's going on around us.
Thank you. So would you rather Michael just make nothing but just club hits and never speak on anything relevant to what's going on in the world? Would you rather him stay silent
Y'all don't
during,
want
during the Rodney King riot? And again,
Everybody
David,
said he just
I
wanna
know,
shake his
I
ass.
know.
Who said
I'm just saying he gave us We Are the World. He gave us
That's not even the best one.
He gave us Man in the Mirror.
What you know about What More Can I Give? That's another great song.
Forgot about that. That's another good
See,
one.
you do.
So,
See, if you was a real Michael Jackson fan, you wouldn't have forgot about it.
listen,
Do you remember, girl?
No, I was going to say something. I was going to say something. I was going to say.
don't want to hear.
But you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear "We Are the World," but you want to hear "This Ain't Texas." I don't want to hear it.
I don't even like that song. Like you
Oh,
know that
okay.
don't even count. No,
That song's kind of.
all I am saying is I love. I'm a big fan of Michael. I love his songs. I just don't like that section of songs he has. You don't have a section of his discography that you don't like.
No.
That's like just lower ranked out of all of them. That's
I mean, I
all
have
just
ones that I go back
listen-
to.
I
Less,
listen
like I said,
to-
I'm more into like his older, more contemporary work anyway. So like the Dangerous era on to like Invincible, that's
Okay.
like my favorite era of Michael.
Oh.
But I mean, of course, obviously, like I played like Billie Jean on repeat because it is a mechanically perfect song.
I agree.
The Bad album is great. The entire Thriller album from top to bottom is damn near indestructible. Like he made the greatest disco album of all time. Even over the last couple days, I went back and watched like the actual footage of the Jackson 5's first appearance on TV and seeing like how little Michael was like showing hints of what he would eventually become in that live performance. That was great stuff. But like I said, the later stuff just appeals to me more. But I will stand on this. Here's your hot take for the night. There does not exist such a thing as a bad Michael Jackson song.
Okay.
There are just ones that you like less than the other ones, but that's not saying much because the other ones are fucking phenomenal. Take that one to the bank. I'll see you at the theaters with everybody
Facts.
else in April because we're turning the fuck up. Get your gloves and your fedoras and your flat shoes. Get them ready.
Muzan cosplays are welcome.
Movie theaters, I'm sorry, because we finna scuff the shit up out of your carpets, but you know what? You should have known it was coming.
Moonwalk tracks everywhere.
Everywhere. Sidewalks will be painted black.
Okay. All right. I'm hype as well, so we all will see that, and we'll be here to react when that happens. Also, I
Y'all
think
still
we got a
about to lose your
sub,
money.
by the way. I think we may have missed it from Sergeant Venom, I believe.
Hey,
Hey.
appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sergeant
Thank you
Venom,
so much.
appreciate that. Thank you. Sorry we just missed that, but yeah, let me see if I can get that. Yeah, Sergeant Venom. Yeah.
Ronnie Killings, what's up? I see you say I'm more invested in the Mario movie. That's fine. But you still gonna be dancing in the street with the rest of us.
Where
come
you
April
think
24th.
Mario got the glove idea from?
Is that
Here you go, spreading propaganda. Here you go.
about to say?
Here you go.
Hey, look, no, because in Mario Odyssey, throwing Cappy, come on, that's Michael.
That is my.
That's
that-
Michael.
Come on!
He was doing that on the Sega Genesis, the
Come on.
Moonwalker video game.
He stole his toss bar for bar, just like somebody else.
Got it. Okay.
Mario could never.
Okay. Tori,
Mm.
I know this is the One Piece topic of the day, so
what we talking about?
So I think you mentioned some information about One Piece passing up Superman as far as the
Yeah.
sold
So
copies. What's going on
One
there?
Piece is like 20 million copies away from passing up Superman as the number one selling comic book or piece of literature of that kind.
Mhm.
That's a big feat because Superman is like what? Well, he started in the 30s. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm not trying
They-
to. I have a question.
Yeah.
No, that is great for One Piece.
Mhm.
That is incredible. That is a great feat.
Mhm.
Now I know we're comparing to Superman, but and I am asking more than I am saying. But when was the last time Superman comics was really hot? I'm not
But,
trying. I'm being honest.
I mean,
it's
I
it
give
kind of
that's all.
died off damn near 20 years ago. You beat them, but
but
they ain't
there's-
been.
because you got to think Superman's Superman's had comics out longer than we've been alive.
I see what you're saying. It was before One Piece came out, and the fact that
Long time
they caught up to them
Long
now. I
time
get what you're saying. I get
even
it.
when it comes to that, Superman is always going to be relevant. You can go to other parts of the world,
Yeah.
show people a Superman logo, and they'll know what it is for sure. But
Yeah.
even on the DC front, Batman overtook Superman a long time ago.
Oh,
Let's not even talk about how the X-Men pretty much took over Marvel for a good while.
Okay.
So even if Superman isn't the most relevant superhero, he is still the OG.
Well,
of
he
the
well
superhero
he
industry.
he had passed up Batman. He passed Batman back up, and then One Piece just recently passed Batman up.
Okay,
So
now
now
that's saying something.
Superman is 20 million
Now
20 million away.
I've got
from
to ask a question though here because
Dang, sorry.
what?
Orion's comment. Passing Superman is like passing my grandma not that hard.
Damn.
That's
I mean, you pick
I
your
mean,
listen.
pretty sure
Aside
Superman can move faster than Grant.
aside from the Bible, Superman is up there. You know, like and number wise, yeah, Superman is up there.
just
Okay.
for me when it comes to One Piece. I am waiting for
The end.
Damn, no.
Crazy.
Is that what you're waiting for?
That's what I'm waiting for. Where the fuck is this One Piece at?
I don't think the One Piece is about finding the One Piece. It's about
It's not. It's
oppression,
more. It's
overcoming
It's
political.
more than that. If like listen, if One Piece was only about finding the One Piece, then people wouldn't gravitate towards it as much. Like you see what's going on in the world, and these places they're flying the One Piece straw hat flag during all these crazy times. Like there's more to the show than
I mean,
just
look,
finding
that's
one.
that's
It's
cool.
uniting the people.
That's
There
I
we
mean
go.
that's
Credit, yeah.
that's I mean that's what it's doing. But like some people be like, oh, where's this One Piece at? One is if you're watching the show, that you know it's not just about finding.
But you don't think they lost the plot a little bit?
No,
That's like if I watch Nightmare on Elm
it's
Street,
not.
nobody went
It's
to
not
sleep.
because the main plot is the main plot of One Piece is everybody.
Why you taking so long to explain it?
I'm trying to say it. You won't let me say it.
You get
The
lost
main
there.
plot of One Piece is people having freedom. Luffy wants people to.
That's
be
what
free. And that's
War
but-
Chief, here
But
says
that's
the journey.
that's what the thing for the King of the Pirates is to be free. Nobody should be oppressed. Nobody should go hungry. All that, and nobody should. They're like people being treated like because they deal with slavery. They deal with like everything that the world is going through right now. It's in One Piece, and that's what makes it so relatable.
So I have a question for you, Tori. Now I'm asking outside looking in. Now, why doesn't Luffy, instead of saying, "Hey, I be king of the pirates," why not just say, "Hey, let me heal the world from oppression," and just do that?
First off, keep heal the world out your mouth with all this.
Oh my God! I'm just saying, like, why not just go around and conquer oppression instead of trying to be king of the pirates? Shouldn't he have another goal?
That's not his goal is to be the king of the pirates, but on the journey to be the king of the pirates, he's running into these places they're being oppressed.
Got it. Side quests.
I wouldn't call it a side quest because the king of the pirates was damn near doing the same thing that Luffy was doing.
Mhm.
So he's pretty much following his path. And like that's what these are the steps that are being taken to be the king of the pirates. Would you consider yourself a king if you let the people around you suffer?
Okay, good point. He's cooking.
All I'm saying,
he rescues these people from the different islands and
these different islands. Like it's not like he's trying, like he's actively going out to do these things because he doesn't even see himself as a hero. He just sees himself as a pirate that has the freedom to do whatever he wants.
It's deep.
It gets deeper than that.
It's deep.
What did Kendrick say?
what do you say? You beat on your quit anyway.
That's crazy.
Look, this all sounds fantastic. All I'm saying is, if an anime is selling me on a concept,
wait a minute. Let me say, Sergeant Venom. Listen, Naruto became Hokage because everybody high in power just started getting knocked off. Like they was going down the totem.
We gotta read the whole comment. Venom says Naruto became the Hokage faster than Luffy became the king of the pirates.
That's because everybody in the village getting knocked off. Like you had like the top 3 people just get killed.
So he cheated.
Then the next one get killed. So then you gotta go back to the third one. Then he get killed, and then they had to bring in a temporary one. Then I mean. Like being a Hokage is damn near easy in the Elite Village. You just gotta wait for somebody to get knocked off.
Tor, where's the we need an update from you on the One Piece.
The One Piece
on the One Piece, like the Wit Studio remake they're doing on Netflix, the one that fixed the pacing.
I don't watch that.
The One Piece.
No, not that one.
I haven't watched the new one.
No, it's not out yet. I'm saying like what is the update on it? Where is it at?
I don't know. I haven't been looking for it. I've been watching I've been watching the original stuff.
What about us?
Can you find out for us through your channels and stuff? I'm really
channels? What do you mean? Like I got like tap in with the creators?
It's like an underground One Piece network that all connect.
I don't know.
Oda, bro.
Oda's not doing the short version
together or something.
Oda don't do the shortened version. I'm doing the Oda, like you say, the Snyder cut. I'm watching
the Oda cut.
I'm watching the Oda cut. Ain't got these shortcuts and trim.
No, this is the he's fixed the pace because he feels like Oda feels like, hey, y'all
That's
took my
not.
manga.
That's not what Oda feels like.
He
That's
feels
what.
like
That's
y'all
what
took
y'all
my
feel
manga,
like.
and then y'all done all these y'all repeated scenes 100 times. Let me go back and
Oda
do
didn't.
this right
That's
for the
not what
first
Oda
time.
said.
I'm gonna pull. All right.
Oda tried to give us
What do you do?
one peak, and y'all trying to get
He gave you one peak, but he didn't give you no one piece.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all
All I'm
want,
saying
y'all
is,
want,
if you're gonna sell me
y'all
on a
want,
concept,
y'all show up to the buffet as saying, "Can I just get one piece of this?"
if I go
When
to
you
a
can have the
buffet,
whole
I
thing.
expect barbecue. If I watch
You
Dragon
getting that?
Ball,
You getting
if I
everything
watch
under the
Dragon Ball
sun.
Z, I expect to see some Dragon Balls.
Listen,
If I watch Cowboy Bebop, I expect to see some Cowboys bebopping.
y'all getting
If
everything
I
under the
watch Yu Yu
sun.
Hakusho, I expect Yu to be Haku showing.
You know what? You know what it is. You know what it is. Y'all the type. Y'all.
I'm a One Piece fan.
Since when?
A casual one, yeah.
Since when?
What do you mean? I've seen enough of it to be a fan.
And I respect the
I've
fandom.
seen movies.
No,
I've seen the whole.
Listen,
deep-
I get it now. All these people that complain that One Piece is too long, y'all the type to pull up to the buffet and say they got too much food in here.
Who says that?
They got too much food. One Piece, you see One Piece. Us too many episodes. You ain't trying to eat then. Damn it, you ain't trying to eat. You hungry, but you ain't trying to eat. You want something good to watch, then there it is. It's right there in your face. It's too many
Now,
episodes.
Tori, you know you're just giving them ammunition in the comments on Instagram, right?
Give it to them. Hey, I'm speaking facts. It's just cold hard facts.
Cold. Sergeant Venom says the One Piece buffet is cold by now too.
It ain't cold. It's hot.
What's going on
It's
with that?
hot.
Okay.
It's hot. It don't never get cold.
Okay. All right. Joe, speaking of hot, so what did so Netflix CEO of course they're buying Warner Brothers and they made
Yeah.
some comments about Superman, right?
Mhm.
What's going on there?
Yeah. So this is a bit of a vindication for me, for everybody talking about how great Superman was. And look, as I've stated from the beginning, if you enjoyed the movie, I will never take that away from you. If seeing Superman stop what he was doing to save that squirrel made your day, I'm happy for you. It just didn't work for me personally. But and for all these people that have been trying to inflate the numbers and say, oh no, the movie, it was a smash success, it was profitable, it made back all this money, it only went to streaming so soon because it was to tie to Peacemaker, because everybody's watching Peacemaker, everybody loved it after episode 2. The Netflix CEO was having a talk with with some of our politicians like Crooked Eye Cory Booker, and he explained, because I think they were worried about, if Netflix buys out Warner Brothers, are they going to mess with the amount of time that they have for theatrical releases of movies? And the Netflix CEO confirmed it's going to stay the same, but if a movie overperforms or underperforms, that'll fluctuate how long it stays in theater. He used examples such as Sinners doing very well, so it stayed in theaters longer. And he said for movies that underperform, like Superman, that gets taken out of the theater sooner. So all that gaslighting from James Gunn saying that it left theaters sooner because it tied into what's it called, Peacemaker. As I stated from the beginning, that was all bullshit. It was just another cover. And remember, this is the same dude that's
Damage Control.
Damage Control completely. Remember, this is the same dude that said that The Flash was one of the best superhero movies that he's ever seen. That's a fucking lie. So I try to tell y'all, but people don't want to listen. But hey, here we are.
So basically, you're saying James Gunn lied to us and said, "Hey, I'm taking it out of theaters and putting it on streaming to tie it into Peacemaker." But in reality, you're saying it's because sales were low, ticket wise.
Yeah. Like I mean, look, I'm not gonna say he quote unquote lied. He did PR. It's what
PR. Sorry, not lied.
it's what they
Okay.
do in Hollywood. They're gonna do it all the time. But again, that's just the facts, and it's pretty much been confirmed at this point. So all of the James Gunn shills or the Snyder haters, because they're the same thing, y'all can step down from your high horse now. It had a good run, but it didn't quite clear the goal that they had set.
It seems like, okay, from what I recall, like it seems like it didn't flop, but it just
No,
wasn't. Like it seems like
it
if you're gonna,
underperformed.
yeah, if you're gonna grade it, it seems like a C plus would be like their right.
In terms of maybe performance.
Performance, probably a C plus on their radar or whatever.
But again, these are going to be the same people that say that $800 million was a flop for Batman v Superman because, well, it had Superman and Batman, so it had to have broke $1 billion. Well, where's that excuse for James Gunn's Superman, the guy that made the Guardians of the Galaxy films, that made Scooby Doo, according to y'all? that made his Suicide Squad movie. I think he was producer on Brightburn or whatever the fuck he had to do with that. This guy with all these accreditations in Hollywood, and he couldn't break $1 billion with the OG superhero. This was supposed to be the one that was going to feel just like a comic book. It was going to redeem everything after the quote unquote failure of the DCEU and the Snyderverse. It's going to bring people back to the theaters. They had the Puppy Bowl promotions, and here we are. It didn't even gross as much as the original Superman movie of the DCEU, and that's before inflation. Like I said, it underperformed.
Okay, I have a question
Go
then.
for it.
I know that y'all and again I'm always asking.
Yeah.
Is the issue with the Superman movie also tied into this a little bit in terms of like, do people really want a Superman movie in general? Like I know a lot of people who kind of see Superman as kind of the boring
Cornball.
boring cornball Boy Scout, not that interesting character when you compare him to a Spider-Man, a Batman, these characters that just have other stuff. It just seems like man, he's so perfect, he's this outside of Kryptonite. So I'm wondering, like,
If you've got a talented writer and good storytelling,
I know,
you can
but
overcome.
what I'm saying is this though: when we're looking at box office wise, we had Zack Snyder. He had his shot at it. We had Man of Steel, which was good, but still not box office bomb banger, not bomb, but like fire going crazy, et cetera, et cetera. And then he had a second shot with Batman vs Superman, and now we have this right here. So I'm wondering, like, is maybe some of the issue the character itself, as far as like people not really wanting a Superman movie because they find him kind of boring compared to anybody, right?
I mean, again, like as I said,
Logan,
like,
Deadpool.
Superman's no Batman. Which
I think he's kind of fell out of he's kind of fell out of relevancy to me. I don't know, like I don't know.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like it's not like there isn't clear potential for the character. I still love Superman because I still think he's a very important character for culture as a whole. When you look at like examples of manhood and the type of values that men should have, I look at characters like Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza or Batman or Superman because they're good, positive, characters. They are American mythology. So there's an unmistakable, relevance that's going to carry through. The problem is whatever interpretation is it going to resonate with audiences. So for all the people that say things like Superman is irrelevant, he's corny, he's old school, you as a creator have got to fight that. Do I think James Gunn tried? Absolutely. Do I think his approach worked? Sadly, no. Because you had a Superman movie and he was getting upstaged by characters that people had never even really heard of. What does that tell you? And it says a lot about what James Gunn's actual focus is when it comes to telling Superman stories. That's why I said from the beginning he wasn't the right person to make the movie. Because I don't think that he cares about Superman as much as he does your B to D tier level superheroes or supervillains like the Suicide Squad or the Justice Society or whatever. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's what they need
What?
to focus on the B and the other tier list fighters. Seems that seeing that he's making people love them instead of the main ones that they've been
Good point.
seeing.
Yeah, man, Tori might be cooking there, Joe.
Tori,
He cooked.
they tried that.
With who?
They did it in that movie
Wait.
and it didn't work.
We like Guy Gardner.
Wait a minute, people.
We liked Mr. Terrific.
He was great in
Mr.
it.
Terrific was the best character in the movie.
And Guy Gardner too.
People
Yeah.
loved Guy Gardner,
What up,
and I
Fading Jack?
told you that people
Hey,
was
what's
gonna
up,
love it.
Hey, Fading Jack.
What's happening? People love these. So now that he's gotten the Superman one out the way, now he can start making movies about these other tier list characters that people are gravitating towards.
So listen, I'd watch a Mr. Terrific movie. I'd watch
And
that. I really love.
I guarantee a lot of people go see the Guy Gardner one too if it can.
I'd watch Guy Gardner too.
Y'all tripping. But
Why not?
Guy Gardner was funny in the movie.
Yeah, he
that
was
was great
great.
comedic timing.
how'd you like him in Peacemaker? Did you watch Peacemaker?
Well, I've not seen Peacemaker. I don't.
But he was in there.
Guy
I
Gardner.
didn't know he was in it.
Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
What's the latest season?
Yeah. He had like a whole scene where
Oh yeah, I think
James Gunn's brother was playing a dude and
Yeah.
they were like interviewing Peacemaker and then they thought that their microphones were off when they were really just making fun of him because that's how James Gunn writes characters. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Yeah, he's a fan favorite now.
You
And
sure?
Asia wants to see a Krypto movie. So listen, some of the characters that James Gunn established can have their own.
I
Yeah,
feel
you did a
like
good job giving them their own
listen,
breakout opportunity.
I feel like the fans are tired of seeing the same
Okay, we'll
characters,
talk about that in a sec. Go ahead.
tired of seeing the
Say your
same
piece.
heroes on the screen.
But again, see, you're talking from a fan perspective.
Even but here's the thing, we can't keep using the fact that, well, there's all, because there's always going to people who be people that haven't seen it yet. Like if we keep using that mentality, that we're going to be stuck on the same
Wait, so Tori, do you
people.
think we need like different
Yeah,
comic book
I was
characters
like,
in
because like
movies? Oh,
there's
no,
too,
I agree with Tori. Yeah.
because there's too many movies of these same characters
Yes, and every
that
5
people
years,
can't
the
go
new
back to.
actors and
Like
stuff.
like
Yeah.
I feel like was like we can't just keep riding on the fact, well, there's somebody who don't know this main character that's had like 40 movies. Like if we use that, then they'll never be able to get. There's way too many characters in the comic book universe, DC or Marvel,
You
that have not even been touched on
Yeah.
because we keep focusing on these same characters. That's the same mentality that people had with Dragon Ball Z. When it came time for somebody else to shine, it's like, no, we want to see the same two people, the main two people that's on the show. Like, and that's why Gohan, Gotenks, Trunks, everybody gets snubbed because people are stuck on the same main characters. Like, let somebody else get some shine.
No, I agree with that because especially me, I'm coming from the perspective, I'm coming from like a different perspective. You guys read like all the comic books and know all these characters. Me, I'm a very casual fan, so I'm only catching what's in the movies. And so I could have did without a new Superman personally, but I love the characters that were in the Superman, like Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, was it Hawk Girl? Her
Mhm.
Yeah,
too. I enjoyed them. So yeah,
I low key
I
like her. She
definitely
was in that
think
movie.
like we should be in a new these movies need to like take notes and we need to go into this space where we're pulling out these characters that I've like never heard of being and like there's like people like me who are casual fans who've never heard of these characters and we want to see them too because like we're recycling the same superheroes over and over again.
Mm.
But they see there's a couple of factors you got to keep in mind here. And again, this is why I talk about like you can't really bank on it just being for the fans. If you want to do that, then you've got to put it in an area where it can thrive. That's why you're like direct to DVD or direct to home animated movies do as well as they do because the standard is a lot lower. You can market it strictly to comic book fans because that's a smaller sample size. There's less overall budget that you need to make back, so it works. When you're talking about film, if you're going to make it's the first issue is strategy.
Mhm.
If you're trying to start a universe, you've got to approach it with some sort of a strategy that's going to work. So I still maintain Snyder's approach was working. Respect the hierarchy and work your way down. Gunn's strategy from the beginning was I'm going to mix in your DC heavy hitters like Superman and then your other weirdo offshoot characters, make a whole series about Amanda Waller and all this other stuff. But then again, it's like, where's your other characters that you know are going to sell? Where's Batman? Where's Wonder Woman? Even if you don't want to use them again, where's why did it take them so long to get to John Stewart or Hal Jordan's Green Lantern? Where's Barry Allen? Where's Martian Manhunter? You could pick from like other top tier DC characters, but that's not what James Gunn is interested in. He's interested in the freaks, weirdos, and fuck ups because that's what he relates to. That's what he writes.
Wait a
You
minute.
know this is
But
true.
no, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. And another reason.
But here's the thing. But here's the other factor.
Uh-huh.
If the approach worked for you, that's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, did it work enough for the audience as a whole? This is where you can't deny the numbers because if it did, it would have worked and it would have hit that $1 billion bullseye. And even if for the numbers that they did pull, it's still not a flop like we talked about. But especially when you're going into this transitional period with business, it's not doing well enough.
But
So whether you like the movie or not, if it appealed to you personally or not, if it's still not reflecting as a success in the eyes of Warner Brothers' new CEOs or whatever, you're going to get the boot.
But here's the thing, and here's another reason. The only reason why, well, not the only reason, but another reason why we can never get to any other characters is because we still do these origin stories for the characters that have already been on screen multiple times. Because, like, if we have to sit through their origin story and watch them do their thing until they become who they're supposed to be, they'll never make it to the point where they actually run into these other characters. Because we gotta wait, we gotta watch them go through their crisis, trying to learn their powers, finding out they have powers, dealing with the early ages, the early times of them being a hero or whatever. We constantly have to sit through that. And James Gunn pretty much fast forward through all that.
Did you enjoy the 3 Zack Snyder films?
Yeah, I watched them because they were there. But
I mean,
like,
do they get the thumbs up or the thumbs down?
They always get the they get the thumbs up regardless. But
that's what you're talking about.
But my thing is,
but you said I watched them. They was there. That don't. He said, did you like them?
No, I
like.
They get a thumbs up from me. But my thing is, my thing is like it's a super. I'm gonna watch it.
But the thing, what I'm saying, what you're describing is that just like Santos Pizarro Jr. First off, thank you for pulling up. Same thing with you to Crystal, Miss Crystal, and Nathaniel Delfomi. Appreciate all of y'all beautiful people. But he says Snyder's approach was working, and the way he filmed it was a masterpiece. That's why
I'm saying I'm not taking that from him, though.
Is that
I'm not taking anything away from Zack Snyder, but he did that, and we saw that. Now, next time we have the same characters up, we don't need to see it again. We don't need to see another origin because we have that origin. Then we have the previous actor's origin.
Okay,
and the same origin. We have these. We've seen the origin.
But then let's rewind it a little bit because here's a very clear contradiction to your point.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Dark Knight trilogy with Christian Bale and Chris Nolan, right?
I hated it.
That aside,
you hated what?
Oh, hold on. We've heard his reason.
I never heard. What'd you hate?
1 and 3, I didn't really care for it.
Wait, what did he hate? I didn't hear. He hated what?
He's hating on Christian Bale's Batman, but again,
you know I don't like Christian Bale.
Oh, I forgot.
I know, but
you know I don't like him.
But you can see it was culturally acclaimed, cracked $1 billion, all that good stuff. It was a success in the box office.
If it's that One Piece,
I'm not worried about his personal opinion right now.
I'm just saying.
What I'm spitting is facts here. I need you to hear me out on this.
I hear you. I hear
you. So you acknowledge that those 3 films as a trilogy was a success.
Yeah.
And then not far removed from that, after you have an established Batman, you have an actor, you have the backstory, you have his adventures, and you have the conclusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then a few years removed from that, then you have Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yeah, the best Batman.
Hold on. It's the same character that you got Batman A, Batman B, but then you have a completely different Batman with his own backstory, his own different set of events that happened before. He's been on the job for 20 years, lost to Robin. He has all this different technology, and now he's fighting a Superman that couldn't exist in the Nolan's DCU. And you don't want to see the origin of how he got to that point?
See, the Batman or the Superman?
Because I'm talking about the Batman in that universe.
The Batman, I don't need to see the background because we already there. The Superman has already been established by the time they even run into each other. So like I'm saying, like we've already seen. I don't need to see Batman as a kid and watching his parents die and then making it to the point. But this man,
if you move from one continuity to the next, that's why even in James Gunn's Superman, even if they established all these other characters and all these other world building, you still had to establish who is this Superman and how is it different from the previous.
That whole premise is what's keeping them behind because every time we find a new actor, then we have to do it.
It's keeping them behind.
It's keeping them behind because they're stuck on. Okay, this is we're showing you how they started. And we don't know how long the actors are going to be there. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. So we keep running in this same loop. We do 1 or 2 movies, and then they're on to the next actor. And it was like, okay, we did the origin, and we did maybe a few years later, and we got a new actor. Okay, so we got a new actor. So now we got to do. Okay, this is how they started, and it's the same thing over and over. Like we don't have like.
So let me ask: do you know why they do that? Because that's how you get invested in a character and in a story.
How many times do we need to be invested into Spider-Man? How many more times do we have
to advertising for you though?
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
But my point is like how many times do we have to reinvest into the same character, starting the story out the same way? My thing is let's fast forward all the extra nonsense of seeing the origin story. We know the origin story. If you don't know the origin story by now, and you have all these reference points that you can go back to.
Wait.
Hold on.
What about us casual fans who don't read the comic books?
He don't care about that.
What about us?
Okay, so how many? So Spider-Man. How many? Yeah. There's 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
So if they come up, so if there's another Spider-Man, do you really care about the origin story? You know what's going to happen, right?
I know what's going to happen. But
okay, but my point is like, why do we keep going to these origin stories?
Because you have to give. There's going to be new viewers. Like there's going to be a new audience for you.
But the character is already out here in these movies.
But the new audience isn't watching the old movies. They want to see the new stuff that's coming out.
So
what about them?
If we have to redo these same origin stories, when will we have time to introduce new characters?
Well, I feel like we're wasting new characters. I don't understand.
But my thing is like then it takes time because then you have to go through the time. Unless you do like
any character you introduce, they need their origin story.
unless you keep doing time skips or yeah, jumping through time and skipping ahead of events and stuff like that, then you're gonna have to keep watching them progress, and then you're gonna run out of time because the actor probably won't be there or something will happen with the studio and they'll be gone, and then you have to wait for the next actor.
Do you have examples of this going wrong, just so we know what you're talking about? Like,
but like I said, like just same thing with
like Fantastic Four?
No, like George Clooney. They show George Clooney's Batman, Val Kilmer's Batman, Christian Bale's Batman, Ben Affleck's Batman. Like except for Ben Affleck because they fast forward through that. But you had to see the same thing, the same origin. Okay, they died. Especially even with Superman, you see the parents. Okay, he crash landed with the parents.
So you like it more like Spider-Man, like the new Spider-Man, when they skipped
even with Spider-Man,
they just skipped it.
I like that they skipped that. And we can move on to new
you
events.
just want to see superheroes in costumes and bright colors, bro. You want
how far do they get before they have to redo their origin? We have to do the origin story again, and you have to learn how they started and all that. My point is that we keep doing this, and then we never have time for any other characters because we have to keep going through these same origin stories. If they introduced anybody in the same continuity or the same universe, then you have to wait because it'll just end up like shit, just like Gotham did when you're watching Batman become Batman, but he's not Batman yet, but they want you to be interested, so they end up putting the villains in, and when they're kids and stuff like that, so you're seeing them way before you're supposed to see them instead of fast forward through time. Like you have to, I hate having to see the origin and see everything.
Tori's convinced me, by the way. I just want y'all to know. Okay, go ahead.
I just have a question really quick. So let's say, does your mom watch
Yeah.
comic book movies at all? Okay.
How much you got to explain to her?
I don't have to explain anything. She just watch.
So she could jump into a comic book movie and doesn't need an origin story at all.
Don't need it.
She'll understand. Okay.
What about a character that we've not seen on camera?
That's what I'm saying. But how are you not
like Shang-Chi? Like that was the first time there. Did you want them to skip the origin story there?
No, I'm saying that
for the ones we already got.
I feel like for characters that we already have.
Okay.
I
agree with Tori because even Dark War Tree says the same thing. Now the public has shown that nobody wants origin stories anymore. So I would say, yeah, like if they do a new, I don't know.
Has it though? Because again, have superhero movies hit the same heights as they used to?
No, but what I'm saying,
we bring a new Punisher into the scene. We've already gotten 3 iterations of Punisher.
But again, I'm talking about a different iteration of Punisher.
But these are all iterations. That's what Tori said.
And they all have the same backstory.
Yeah, there we go. Same backstory.
But again, there's going to be key details you have to establish that are different from.
Yeah, but Spider-Man, we got Uncle Ben. He died. It was his fault. You know,
did Uncle Ben die in the MCU Spider-Man?
Yeah, he was already dead.
Did you see it?
Didn't need to see it because he already.
But you had to still go through.
We didn't have to because
because in No Way Home, the movie that y'all love so much, you still had to show some character close to Peter to die so that he could go through some character growth, and then you had to rewind and then recontextualize it with other already existing Spider-Mans. Here's the thing. Here's a huge counterpoint to your argument.
Talked about him going through. He already went through stuff when Uncle Ben passed away. He had already went through that. Then he had to go through it again, losing his last family member. Like it's not like he didn't have any character development when.
But what did he go through with Uncle Ben? We never saw it.
But they mentioned.
By the time you saw Spider-Man in the MCU, he was kicking it with Tony Stark and shit.
He had mentioned it though,
and that's when.
See, you mention things, but is that real storytelling? Is that really getting you invested, or are you just going in with this already idea you have in your head of who Spider-Man is?
We've seen it with 2 other Spider-Man already,
and recently.
That's why it works for you as a comic book fan and as an established fan of superheroes.
Even if I'm not a comic book fan, I have cousins, family members, and friends that have seen the other Spider-Man, and people just for the first time, seeing them for the first time, like they don't need to see if.
But you're missing the key point.
I'll put it like this.
You're missing the key point. It doesn't matter if they know because the people that know aren't enough for you to make back the enormous costs of these movies. That's why you need your general audience.
No, Joe, you're right. Because I do think one thing, and I'll say like I've been victim of this too. I think sometimes when we have these conversations, like we're in the nerd space and we follow streamers and IGN, et cetera, but we are a small sample size. There's a whole nother world of people who don't follow directors and behind the scenes. Who, when the
Like-
trailer,
But here's the thing:
Yeah,
but
I'm
you
thinking
don't
of my
need.
I'm thinking of like my girlfriends who go and see a Marvel movie for the first time with no comic book knowledge, no video game knowledge. They just go in there. They need that origin story.
they- yeah, so they never-
But
so
here's
they-
the thing.
but
But here's the thing.
those people never
Here's the thing.
saw the movies
I'm
you're
not saying.
saying.
I'm not saying get rid of origins for everything. I'm saying we don't need origin movies for a person that we've seen on the big screen
what if
8
that,
or 9
what, you
times.
say we though? What if that person?
People in general.
I don't acknowledge this.
No, but Asia
in-
says she has a friend and so saying, hey, she wants to go see the new whatever movie, but she's never seen the other iterations
Okay.
like you have. That's her
But
first time seeing it.
what I'm saying is like we
Who is we?
Yeah, you're saying
anybody
you're
watching. Anybody watch. I'm not saying I'm not even not
and it's your
even not
first. If your first Spider-Man movie or whatever it is.
okay, but y'all missing the point. What I'm saying is, how are we ever going to make it to other characters in the universe if we are stuck on these same maybe 5 characters?
Now that I agree with.
Instead of moving
This
on,
is why I
instead of moving on to everybody, but
No, we need to move on. I agree.
But here's the thing: we can't even half the time we can't even introduce any other characters in their continuities because they're always stuck on their origin and their early years when they don't run into these characters until later in years. But the fact that we stuck on these origin stories and watching them build and grow into themselves. Like we done already wasted 2 or 3 movies, and then by the time we get to the 4th, nobody's there anymore. Then they're switching to then we got to redo it again. Then we got to say, oh, can we introduce? No, we can't because this is their only their second or first year doing this, so we can't do that yet. You have to draw out time so far in order to meet anybody else in these universes because most of these characters that we see only met other characters later in their years, but everyone that they put on screen so far, it's always been like, oh, it's 1 year, it's been 2 years. They don't meet these people, but we can't even do that because they're stuck on these origins.
But here's a counterpoint.
Holding them back.
We got to move on after this.
Okay,
all right.
But here's a few counterpoints for you. The entire MCU was built on let's have a bunch of different origin movies and then lead into your big superhero ensembles. Now, that established a universe, and each of those movies didn't just establish one character, one villain. There were side characters, subplots, and all this other stuff, and it built out this mythology of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And that was the criticism going towards the DCEU, saying y'all trying to fast track. You're not giving enough time to establish these characters, but that strategy was working too. You establish your main heroes, your top 3, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and then along the way, you give teases and you show little snippets of your other characters, and that generates interest to say, wow, that character was pretty cool. Let me see an origin story for that character. Not even counting the side stories, you had 3 films from Zack Snyder. But by the end of it, you had a Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, Martian Manhunter, Ryan Choi's The Atom. You had the Green Lanterns that were getting set up, and possibly more on top of that. You had the Apocalyptians. You had an entire DC universe that was already getting filled out in 3 films. This is why I say it's strategy. Now, one last point. Somebody acknowledged in the chat, this is why the Absolute comics in DC are doing so well, because it's a new set continuity, because comics are too fucking complicated. That's why they have to go through reboots and crises and reset universes, merge universes, split them apart, but bring them back together, but not as many, because there's just too much shit to keep up with. And they say that Superman by James Gunn was made to be like a comic book, but that's the problem. Because it's throwing in characters that people have no idea who they are. And again, that's why it underperformed in the box office, according to Warner Brothers. If they had a solid strategy, they could have made it work. That's my point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still think they
Let us know what you guys think in the chat. We do got to move on to other topics. We stayed on that one a little bit long. Switching gears completely, going and bringing up something else. So in tech news, Meta is doing public testing of their standalone AI app. I believe they're saying it's called Vibes. A lot of people saying it's supposed to be similar to Sora, which was OpenAI's one. So you guys remember the AI video. So another AI generation video app coming out. We're going to get more and more of these and stuff. So, I mean, the question is like, where do we go next as far as social media here with all these apps? Wait, what?
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it all.
I thought you liked Sora. No.
Like I said, I can see some entertainment value in some of the things that people put out, but
So
I can also
so do some people. So do they. Yeah.
I can also see there's probably a lot more harm doing than good.
Yeah.
At this point, we're flying too close to the sun here. Just get rid of the shit.
Okay.
I
So
have such conflicted feelings
This-
about AI
this
just
is
because
a-
I know how harmful it is to like these small
Or
towns.
at the very least, it's got to be like heavily regulated, which
This is
And
if
how
the current,
this,
people
this is
in
how
charge.
Skynet's.
yeah, and how that's and like how that stuff that can happen with that is crazy. But also I do see like its uses and its benefits as well. But like I
But you
said,
got to walk that tightrope.
you have to be. I think there's using AI responsibly. That's the thing, not just
But-
using it to
well,
like
then, well,
but-
I have a question for you. I'm with you,
Go
but
for it.
what is the responsible use of like the Sora and vibes thing? What is this like
I'll say
taking
this.
taking Martin Luther King or
Well,
what? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm saying.
What is the
Like,
actual like use case that would actually be productive outside of being a meme?
no,
Well, I'll
that's
say
why I'm
this.
conflicted. 'Cause
As I've stated before, I think if you want to go with the free speech argument and say like, hey, you're free to create whatever you want, you shouldn't get paid for it. And probably these platforms shouldn't promote it as heavily as like, you have actual people that are out there creating real shit. There's a guy I saw on Instagram who makes like really well done like sci-fi anime style art and animations to the point that I look at it and my first thought is that looks like AI, but it's not. He'll post time lapse of him actually making the stuff.
Mhm.
So now you have AI that is copying essentially his work and damn near taking the credits, where now I look at the original person making the artwork and I have to question whether or not that's his work originally. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
No, I feel like we're digging our own selves in the big hole every time we come up with these new AI things, because like a lot of these AI things are free, and if all this stuff is free, what are we losing? And I feel like that's like a big question like that people aren't really asking themselves when they're out here doing a million AI posts or a million AI videos and
you be using it though, don't you?
I
Like
I
with your
have
photos and stuff.
I have slowed down.
Wait a second. I forgot a second. Yeah,
Yeah,
you was the original AI.
I was slow. Look, after I
You
Nah.
morphing yourself
You
on
was
like
yeah, you
Drake
was
albums
turning
and
you was
stuff.
yeah, you was
Remember?
turning Joe into dogs and stuff
Okay,
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, hold
played-
on, wait a
That's what I'm
second.
saying. You
Wait,
were
Wait a
Devin.
second. I don't remember that.
Damn, can I talk?
I'm
See what y'all being messy.
just asking because I
You
know
being,
your feed used
I
to,
got you.
your feed
You
used to be
get yours.
talking
No,
about
listen.
Okay, now hold on.
No, listen.
To play
before-
devil's advocate,
But-
here,
but
just-
wait,
I'll say
before-
that to play
I just wanna
devil's
know.
advocate, at that point, we probably didn't realize how.
No, that's what I'm
what
saying. Like,
No,
but
we didn't.
people,
We
they just now coming out saying that like they are destroying our water supply
hmm
by creating these AI databases. Then, like they were building one here, right?
They do have
Oh yeah, they
no.
actually got that shut down.
Yeah, they got shut down because like,
They protested that one.
and then what really makes me want to step back from it is because the administration had passed a bill to where they can't really they can fight back if they try to regulate people's AI use. And like, y'all don't like nothing. So what make y'all wanna ride for AI so bad?
Mm.
What are y'all gaining and what are we losing by y'all making AI free and easy accessible for us?
I mean, when it comes out of that, I can answer that question. That's just data. It's the same reason social media is free for us.
Data,
But when you use your
it
Facebook
gets,
IP,
like
it's
as good as it's getting, I feel like it's just another way to give people plausible not deniability for fucked up things that they do.
I have a question for y'all. Do y'all think there's a responsible way to use AI?
Yeah.
I would say a responsible way to use it, maybe to benefit, if it benefits more than it doesn't benefit. Like if you can use AI to come up with a plan or something that can help people, in need, I guess.
So using it for like humanitarian purposes,
Humanitarian
doing the right thing.
Yeah. If
I
you
think-
can use it
I
like
think
that.
Is it still cool if I use it to just proofread my emails and stuff
that's
before
what I was
send
gonna
them
say.
out? That's what I need
think
it
for work stuff, like that's what I mean. We use it for work and things like
Yeah.
that. It's great for things like that. But then, I mean, when it comes to this right here, Sora and Meta vibes or whatever, I don't. That's what I was asking earlier. I don't know what the practical, productive use case
I
of an
mean,
AI video
I
is
feel
going to
like
be for? Is it
there's some
just,
certain doctrines that you got to follow because,
yeah,
well, if you're using it as like a way to make things more convenient and kind of save yourself on a lot of wasted time, like we've started using like the CapCut to do the captions for the videos, and there's like an AI aspect to it where it'll auto detect words and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
but
do
you're
half the
not
work for
having
me.
Michael Jackson moonwalk
But
in a
see, that's
gas
the thing,
station and slap somebody.
because there's
Yeah.
not really much actual creativity involved with it. It's just a tool. Now, if it's look, I'll tell you this, like before we went live, I saw an AI fight scene of like Michael Jackson fighting two karate men or whatever.
Now, why do we need that?
But see, the thing is,
I was-
if we saw that like what feels like a couple of months ago, and it would look like some trash. And aside from one wonky part that didn't look right, this one was looking spot on. That's dangerous. That's going to be the type of shit that puts people out of work. Where why would I hire a choreographer or something when I can just get AI to do it for me?
Or
That's
for the
dangerous.
government to
and
rewrite
then
history, but don't let me get off on
no,
my
but you know
conspiracy
Oh
what?
no, no,
theories.
100%.
Disney and Marvel and Disney and some other companies, they just got the green lit to start using it for their movies. I mean, like definitely AI is going to water down
for the
even
movie? What happened? Sorry, I didn't.
they had gotten they were given the green light to use AI for their movies and other things.
Mm-mm.
Oh, and they also, don't forget, they also invested a bunch of money into OpenAI, aka,
Yeah.
and gave Sora permission to use a bunch of their characters.
Yeah, so like
Star Wars,
now, because like even with that though, like with AI getting the way it is, it'll probably get to the point like with like for movies or action movies or high budget movies, they'll get to the point where they can save money and not even have to pay actors or certain people a certain amount of money because they all they have to do is like, well, let's just pay them for their like to use their likeness or something like that. We don't have to pay them the high amount of being in the movie or whatever. We could just pay for their likeness and then put it in the AI prompt, and there they are in the movie.
hmm
I think there's got to be some kind of equitable thing when it comes to like the creation and consumption, where it's like you can apply like maybe some degree of like fair use to like like I said, I don't think they should get paid for it, but just any old Joe Schmo making a comedy video through AI of like some celebrity or something. On the one hand, it's funny, it's entertaining, but at the same time, you're using somebody's likeness,
Yeah.
especially if there's somebody who's dead. But if it's
Mhm.
like if your entire brand is your image, your voice, and the way that you approach a performance. And then if you have AI that can suddenly make that a commodity, then there's obviously an ethical issue there. If Dave as an editor or somebody that does like visual effects, if there's an AI that can essentially do all of that and more, or if me as an illustrator or a digital artist, and then there's AI that can make stuff that I couldn't possibly compete with, then now you've created this ridiculous problem. So if I had to put a number to it, I feel like there'd be like damn near 10 to 20% of AI usage that's okay, and the rest has got to go.
Mm.
Because, like I said, the negatives are heavily outweighing the positives.
Oh,
Now,
Ben
And
outweighing it.
if there's such a moneyed interest in investing in it, then there's something fucked up going on behind the
it
scenes.
is.
So I have an AI use case that actually affects us as content creators
That's what I'm
that I'm
saying.
curious to know what you guys think about then.
Hmm.
So this one actually is happening right now because it's already in Meta and YouTube is coming out with it now. So we talked a few weeks ago about how Amazon was adding the AI dubs. So
Yeah.
for those of you guys didn't see, they have a bunch of anime that it's not dubbed in English on Amazon. So Amazon went back and tried to add in some AI voices to it to have it be English dubbed. There was backlash. They took it away, but they're still trying behind the scenes because we saw some job listings. But anyway,
Yeah.
so on the other side of that, though, so YouTube and Meta both already are doing this where they are adding AI dubbing tools to videos and stuff like that. And the question is like, is this an ethical way for of AI? Because think about it like this, we do our interviews and stuff. They're recorded in English, of course, but with this quote unquote AI dubbing, now somebody in Mexico, somebody here, somebody in all these different countries who also like anime, because anime is global, can now watch the video and say, oh my gosh, I can now finally understand what they're saying and this.
Are we talking like subtitles or are we talking actual voices?
No, this is actual voices.
Then
So
hell
that,
no.
Oh, I thought it was. Okay.
This is happening right now. I mean, so
This is where
No,
it gets.
it's a no.
you can now. The question is, okay, well, go ahead. Why? Just
Because
curious.
if you're actually producing, like, again, if it's text, if it's like subtitles, that's just words. There's no real ethical issue with stealing words. When it comes to using like an actual voice, again, that gets to the issue of likeness. That had to come from somewhere.
Mhm.
It's probably going to be a mixture of either some normal person who put up a YouTube video 10 years ago, or some celebrity who you have like plenty of samples of. This is what a Japanese person's voice sounds like. This is what a Chinese person's voice sounds like. This is what somebody in Indonesia sounds like. So it all has to come from somewhere. But if you're looking for that type of service, why not just go directly to somebody who could do it for you? Because there's no shortage of people wanting to get into creative fields.
I guess because a content creator sees it as,
It's
hey,
it's easier,
oh, it's easier, and
but
not just that,
that's
because
still
it's
the
like,
problem.
no, it is, but then at the same time, it's like you have a, let's say for example, you're a content creator, and then AI, AI dubbing feature is that because what was happening at one point, some content creators actually were doing the manual dubs of their videos, and then they came out with the tech after. But you think about how much time that would take to hire that other voice actor to go and record all of your lines, go back and re-edit the video, upload the video, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I don't know. Like,
Now, look, if there was like an industry in place where, I mean, of course, people do this, like, it's nothing new where someone will submit their voice to be used for like a GPS or something like that.
Mhm.
If there was more of like, if there was like a Fiverr or something specifically to say, hey, here's my voice, use it for your generative AI project, and then pay me what my time is worth for that.
They might as well do it for audiobooks.
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said,
trying
like
that.
if you were still going to use like a particular cadence or likeness or whatever when it comes to somebody's voice, or even just for visuals, if there's still some degree of credit and compensation that goes to somebody, I feel like that would make sense. But the problem is they're not investing in that because they're purposely trying to skirt past that because it's a way to save costs. Here's another thing to think about. And somebody I think mentioned this before about how people will upload like fake and there was a fucking fan made trailer that tricked me for that garbage Mortal Kombat movie coming out because in this day and age you can't tell the fucking difference. But some people have speculated that that's 100% intentional on these companies because why would they spend like bigger and bigger marketing budgets for these already expensive movies when you can just flood things with all this disinformation and rumors and speculation and get promotion for free from some Joe Schmo YouTuber or TikToker because people are going to talk about it anyway.
Mhm.
It's still generating buzz around the movie. How many times for like any movie that's come out or any game do you have people making like hundreds and thousands of videos going, is Army Hammer gonna play Batman? Is that guy from The Boys? Is he gonna play the Flash? Of course not. It's all unsubstantiated rumors. You don't know what's for sure gonna happen until you actually see it or hear it. But that's how you generate buzz for a project before you've even spent your marketing budget for it.
Mhm.
It's all a way to cut costs and increase profits for them. That's the problem. So again, if you've got moneyed interests that are looking to push this AI stuff or whatever it is they're trying to do, then there's something wrong. I'm telling you.
Adrian, we never heard your full thoughts on AI dubbing for content. I mean,
Just because like I know that it's stealing from somebody else, and like that just is never. I feel bad for artists
so I have a
when it gets
question.
to that point.
So I'm not making sure I understand what you and Joe are saying. So for example, in our use case, or just let's just say it's a video like Philip DeFranco who does
Mhm.
news coverage, and he's doing, hey, I want people who live in blank country to be able to watch my videos and enjoy them in their native language. And this AI dubbing feature is there. Where's the stealing at? It's like listening to your voice and then doing a translation in
But again,
such
it's like
way.
that voice has to come from
But it's
someone
supposed to,
else.
it's supposed to sound like your voice,
Like what? Whose?
yours, like
Like my
whoever is
personal
talking.
voice?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what it's supposed to sound like. It's supposed to sound like it takes whatever how you sound,
So if
and
my
then
voice is providing that service, then should I get paid for it?
I mean it's your video, so you are
Oh,
technically.
somebody's saying that it was
So what I'm saying is like we
it's gonna
upload
be
a
like if it's
video.
my video.
And it
Yeah.
takes his voice and it just
Yes, we
morphs it.
upload a video, an interview video. If you interviewing somebody, you can press AI dub, and then it'll change it to another language, and it's supposed to sound similar to you, but just in another language.
If
That's
it
what
does
it is.
that and it doesn't have to take away from anybody else's work, that's better.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's just like manipulation of the video.
I was gonna say,
but that's what's happening now. That's what I was really trying to say, though.
if it gets too big, would it be considered a problem if people could apply that to other videos? Or they, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's like opt-in thing, so creators have to opt in for it and stuff.
Okay,
But
like I said,
for
what
me,
if
it's
somebody?
like, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what if somebody took that and then used that for nefarious purposes?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know how they potentially could. I feel conflicted because on one hand, it's like, yeah, like it is supporting AI and all these issues and stuff like that. But like on the other side of that, it's like, man, like I've seen the statistic of our videos where they show how many people are watching and where. It's like United States, it's like 80, 90%. And then other countries is like, 2, 3, 4, 5%.
Right.
If we could increase those numbers by, a little bit, that does make a big difference for content creators and stuff too. So I don't know. I
So
feel
with understanding it, if that's how they're doing it, it's just taking like the person who's already in the video, if it's just taking it and like morphing it that way, then I don't see the harm in that. But then like also Tori says, if it starts being used for nefarious
how
purposes.
far does it go? Yeah.
Yeah.
So fair point. So
And 9 times out of 10, there's a nefarious purpose in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I just know like AI when it first like really hit mainstream, it was a lot of stealing from like artists,
Yeah.
like celebrities, like using their likeness and their voices. And I was just never down
Oh
for
no,
that.
when Sora dropped and people was like flooding videos of people that have passed away.
Still are. Damn
Yep,
near.
that's a heart rate. That's another
I
heart
agree.
rate. But yeah, cause like I know Robin Williams' daughter had to come out and
I remember
tell
that.
people to stop.
That was sad.
People like, why? What? I don't know what will possess people. It's like, you know what? Her father's been gone for a while. Let me send her this AI video of him.
Well, it's because they're not thinking of Robin Williams as an actual person, a parent, a human being. They see him as a product. They see him as a corporate entity.
I know she's gonna love this, and then you flooding her inbox with that stuff.
And then hasn't Scarlett Johansson like been like fighting about her
And
AI
Morgan Freeman said he's gonna be pressing charges or something like that because people was wearing him out with them AI videos.
Wow.
like using his voice and stuff.
Using his voice and his video. Like people like even right now, people are just making bank off of AI. Like that one. I know y'all saw that one. It was supposed to be an Instagram model, like she was like black, like super black.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Turns out she wasn't even a black person that owned that account. It was somebody using an AI filter. They hit like 2 million in 2 weeks. 2 million just making each vid like the first like 5-6 videos they posted had like millions of views, making big dollars.
And again,
off of the likeness of somebody else.
And again, you've got like a whole burgeoning AI influencer thing because why would you go through the trouble of paying some struggling college student to promote your skincare products? You can just generate a complete person from scratch from all these other sources, and you ain't got to pay them shit.
That's how these commercials. I know y'all been seeing these. Was that James Harden did like the first what's the name AI generated commercial?
No,
was that during the Super Bowl?
It was before. It happened before.
Oh, okay. Because I know during the Super Bowl there was a lot of. I heard that there was like some AI influence.
A lot. It's
that came
crazy.
Out. Yeah.
But it's getting to the point where the water's getting so murky now. People have to question: is this AI or not?
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Yeah.
That gets bad.
So TLDR. Fuck AI.
The more we use it, the more
bigger it gets.
The bigger it gets, and the more risk
growth.
And I'm telling you,
look,
this is how Skynet started.
Final boss.
I mean, it's basically already here. They're already using it for defense. Like, look, you've got billionaires out there that are trying to get to Mars because they want their doomsday bunker on a planet other than this one. They know it's gonna go to shit. They're just trying not to bring us on the bus.
Yeah.
So TLDR, fuck AI. We should probably.
A few comments before we move on to our next topic here. Nick's from Facebook says that voices should be treated like copyright. We were talking about the AI dubbing thing. SC Trojan says AI is a great tool, but needs a lot of work. Specifically with stealing art, that's a huge issue. The dude from Zelda says, I think AI is a great tool, but I do think it can be misused. SC Trojan says, because AI is cheaper than paying real people. And then Pepperoni says, I've seen a lot of hair and skin care ads using AI.
I've seen plenty.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
And I saw one, I was like, and it baffles me how crazy it is that people will see these AI videos and they have no idea.
It's hard to tell now.
AI. No, but I've seen some that you can tell, but then there's people is like, I don't know, it's like their first time on the internet and they like, damn, oh, these comments, oh man, oh, this is so amazing. And then it's like, oh, because like one, I found it very offensive. I saw an AI page. It was like all grandmothers, and they all have vitiligo, and they're like cooking, and like, oh, people usually don't look my way when I'm walking, and or I'm like, those. I one thing that's a bit of big pet peeve when they use those engaging statements that it was like, no, 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 don't, no. I would look at you, that just that was like, oh, people see me walking and they look the other way because I have vitiligo. I'm like, bro, like. And every post is like that. And I see people in the comments, oh, you're so beautiful. Don't listen to them. And it's not like, this is all AI.
Keep in mind, this is the same planet we live on where you got thirsty ass dudes that'll get added on Facebook or Instagram by some random with a baddie profile picture, but they'll have like no history, nothing outside of saying, hey, come see me do this cam show. And they'll be in the comments, oh, baby, you're so beautiful. Can I get your... That's not real. So with AI in the mix, these dudes are really about to be struggling.
All right.
The thirst epidemic is real. Men, we got to do better.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's just like that. Remember what I said that show sent y'all earlier?
Yeah, like I said, you're messy.
What are you talking?
Like I said, you're messy.
SC Trojan, Dave is looking forward to AI furry pickleball tournament. Damn, bro.
When is it? When is it?
We're flying too close.
That is crazy. All right, so we got to talk about the state of play. So Sony had their state of play where they showed off some new games and things like that. One of the big ones they showed was a upcoming John Wick game coming to PlayStation. We all saw the trailer. I mean, Asia, you're a huge John Wick fan. So did that trailer like totally like give the vibes of Wick? I mean, what would you think?
It looked good to me, seeing the Baba Yaga kick butt. I wish I was better at playing video games, but here's my plan. When the game comes out, I'm going to play it. And once I get to a part that I get stuck at or I can't do it anymore, that's when I'm going to tag you in and you're going to finish it for me. But it looks like it's going to be a good game.
Or you'll just look up the puzzles whenever you come across.
If it takes me longer than 5 minutes and it's too difficult, I will go to YouTube and look for somebody who did the game and copy off of them. I will do that.
All right. 5 minutes is a lot for y'all.
So I wonder what game is going to play like. Will it play like Max Payne?
Well, they showed some gameplay at the end.
They did.
Yeah, they showed gameplay. If you watch, the beginning trailer is like a cinematic, and then it just showed gameplay. So to me, I would say gives you Hitman vibes. Like it's third person, looks like. So I mean, but to me,
kind of like how they did The Matrix.
Yeah. Oh, you remember that game? Yeah, I played. That game was hard. I think that John Wick though just makes sense for a video game. I mean, to me, it's like action, shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like it just feels like just makes sense.
It does.
So I'm excited for that.
What type of like genre it's supposed to be yet, or is it? But they just showed like a cinematic trailer.
No, there was some game. There was like a little bit of gameplay at the end, and they just showed just action of them just fighting and stuff like that. But John Wick was shown. A few other highlights. They also said they're doing a God of War remake. So Joe, I believe you said that's going to be all three of the original God of War 1 through 3 remade for PS5.
Yeah, they confirmed it's in development, so we probably got a good while. Hopefully this doesn't turn into another Metroid Prime 4 situation where, hey, this thing that you really want, we're working on it, so just wait for that, and then by the time it gets here, you're like, damn, y'all could have kept this. But I doubt it'll be that. It's kind of interesting because as much as I enjoy that sort of hack and slash era of God of War, I also recognize that's kind of where a lot of the stupid stuff lies. But then you get to like the new era of the Dad of War, and it's trying to like mature the series and stuff like that. But then it's kind of lost a little bit of that edge. So it's like, hey,
that's what I was going to say. Because that's what I was going to say. Now, I know people love God of War Ragnarok and then God of War like the remake of it, but like I went back and played some of the original ones and stuff, even though the graphics weren't as good. But I want an updated version of that because honestly, like. Again, I know the games are great, but I didn't love like Dad Kratos. He was I wanted like I'm trying to like destroy this, blah blah. I wanted
totally heartless edgelord.
Yeah, I kind of wanted that. Like he was just a little bit like he was too dad like. I don't know. Like to me, I don't know. Like so I'll still play it, but I'm excited because I am kind of liking the original games more, even though the graphics aren't as good. So this will basically just update the graphics.
This will be the answer to your prayers. So.
Honestly, yeah. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Other games
I played 3. It was pretty good.
Other games they showed were they said that Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is going to be on PlayStation Plus. So that's cool if you already have it. Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition is coming. Dead or Alive 6 was also shown at State of Play.
Like Dead or Alive 6 last round. Which I get. It's kind of sad because Dead or Alive and Virtua Fighter are kind of in the same place of like, our games aren't really as relevant as Tekken or Street Fighter right now. But here's the same game that we had, but an updated version of that. So we're basically getting that for Dead or Alive 6. But I think, did they damn near hint at like a Dead or Alive 7 sort of?
Yeah, that was like a little. Yeah.
So Dead or Alive fans, I'm happy for y'all. I like 3D fighters, so I wouldn't mind checking it out too. I'm probably just going to be a scrub at it and play it casually, but hey, we'll see.
I just want to see what guest character we're going to get.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be more
Dead
Virtual Fighter though.
Because they had one with Halo Chief, the Halo Spartan in there.
Master Chief?
Yeah.
Are you sure you ain't thinking Soul Calibur?
No, they had him in Dead or
Alive. Wait, Master Chief was in Dead or Alive?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. Okay. Was he in the beach volleyball?
No.
He's not going to be a beach.
Oh, I don't know which one it was. I don't know what y'all was playing. But yeah, so good games on the way for PlayStation fans. If you guys
have they put a release date on the John Wick one?
No.
Okay.
I guess he was in a Dead or Alive game at some point.
Which Dead or Alive game was Master Chief?
I used to beat ass with him. I forgot. It was on the regular Xbox.
I guess it was Dead or Alive 4.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, staying on gaming, there are some rumors that the Steam Machine, which I know a lot of us were excited about, may be delayed just due to some different hardware issues. They even mentioned specifically how AI was causing issues with it because of the chip shortage and everything. So we see now how AI is already having a ripple effect in different, areas of our lives and stuff. So
it's going to be affecting the next PlayStation too.
Yeah, but we don't need them the next PlayStation for a long time. Really that's a lot to me. That should be a long time away. But Steam Machine's supposed to be here like I thought next year they said. So that's like
Hey, look,
Steam Machine is in the same category of people trying to build a PC for the first time.
What you mean?
It's gonna be tough.
Oh, you mean tough to get because of the chips?
That's what I say. Yeah, just wait a while, and hopefully by the time that wait is over, bring that price down.
Are y'all getting one when it drops?
I want one.
I mean, I have a computer.
It's not mobile though.
Yeah.
I want one.
It can be, but
not really.
Well, David, you already know my master plan is I'm not trying to go anywhere.
I wonder. We have conventions to go to and stuff like that.
Okay, then I just won't bring my computer.
Well, you could bring your Steam Machine. It has the handheld version too. You can get. Doesn't it have that?
Seems like
doesn't it have like
this investment for you.
Or I could just find something else to do. But look, when we travel, that's a good opportunity for me to do the stuff that I don't make time for when I'm here. Like read. That's always good. Maybe catch up on an audiobook in my library. So, I try to make use of my time in other more productive ways.
Corey, you said you wanted one.
Yeah. It'd be like walking around with a Switch. I mean, play Mario Kart, or I could jump on the Steam Machine and play my Steam game.
Well, Steam Machine was actually the console, not the handheld. They have both, though. Yeah. So do you want the handheld, not the hand, do you want the console Steam?
I ain't gonna lie. Comparing having the Steam Machine or my computer, I'd rather have the Steam Machine because, playing on the Steam is like, playing them computer games, it'd be taxing.
Like money or taxing the computer?
On the computer.
And which one do you do more, PC or console?
It depends on the game. Because, if I want to use mods and stuff like that, I got to be on the computer.
Okay.
So, Tori, it sounds like what you're saying is that, console gaming is, more, simplified, convenient, better.
It's convenient, yeah. Because if your specs ain't right and you trying to play a certain PC game, oh yeah, you going through it. You talk about moving like Mr. Gaming was.
But this is what I've been saying.
I was gonna say I feel like people had an issue with
when I said that. When Tori says it, it's cool when Tori says it.
But when you say it,
yeah, exactly.
But then I guess here comes the question of, do you get your Steam Machine and then just be kind of like locked in with that same hardware? Because the technology is going to evolve to some degree anyway. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you have your PC, you can still upgrade that same PC.
You mean will there be parts you can update?
Yeah.
That will be interesting to see if there will be. I mean, because like if there, you mean for example, if they have like, hey, you can upgrade RAM on here and stuff
Right,
like that.
or even your graphics
I
card.
personally, I think if Steam was able to figure out a way to make that user friendly, because I think the whole goal of the Steam machine is to kind of appeal for people probably similar to me in Asia, where we don't want to be building a PC and opening parts and all that kind of stuff. So if there's a way to make upgrading parts easy, then yes, but I kind of doubt it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I mean, again, it's when you really think about it, like depending on what parts you get, upgrading a PC can, still cost you almost just as much, if more, as upgrading a console. But like I said, the convenience of that is you can do it at your own pace. You know what I mean? Like you can spend like however much on your RAM first, wait a couple of months, get your graphics card or your your CPU or whatever. And yeah, it's probably a bigger investment, but spread over time.
My thing is like, if you do get the Steam machine, are you going to are you going to have to do certain things to keep it updated?
That's
Don't you have to update all
well, yeah, probably. You mean like
consoles,
yeah,
Like a
that
digital
firmwill?
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure, there'll be
Oh, yeah.
firmware
But like,
updates. Joe was talking about physical updates.
Oh,
Yeah, will you have to do any physical updates for the Steam machine?
Unknown at the moment, but we'll definitely see. So
Because if you
Yeah,
don't, I mean, I feel like it's a
Hill.
wise investment, especially if you play your PC games.
oh yeah, no,
Can
100%.
you still? But even if can you still do mods with it?
I don't know. I can't speak. It's not out. Yeah, I don't know. Mods, I'm not sure.
So I mean,
That's your
that may
lane.
be a big factor because a lot of people who are PC,
We know what y'all be doing with the mods.
I don't know what you talking about.
Hey, I have the freedom to do whatever the fuck.
Hey,
I
it's a free
want.
country. Y'all do what y'all
That's
want.
a
Hey,
Supposedly, anyway.
Hey, listen,
y'all do what y'all gotta do.
You know what's crazy? They announced a new Silent Hill game.
Oh yeah,
At
State of Play.
But how didn't that Silent Hill F just come out not too long
I know,
ago?
right? Yeah, no, it did.
I'm
But
trying to
this
get
one might
caught
be
up,
like
bro.
later. I think this one like not even this year, but like later. I thought, but
Still, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, hey, good for Silent Hill. Like I said, I want to get into it. Just gotta find the right window of time.
Yeah.
Doesn't help that Resident Evil's coming out this month.
Fired ask a question. Fired Day Off says, would you rather take a Steam machine or a PS5?
I mean, if you could do mods, I'm taking the Steam machine.
okay.
I mean, at this point, most of what's on PlayStation I can play on my PC anyway. Like, I think at this point, the only game that I would play is Sorrows, because that game looks like Returnal, but different, which I loved Returnal. It's not available on Steam yet, but if it's anything like Returnal, it will be. So I'll just wait. So, if anything, it's kind of sad because PlayStation is turning into Xbox a little bit. Like, bro, you ain't got no exclusives to keep me, so I'm just gonna stick with my computer. At least Nintendo got exclusives. Say what you want, but hey, they got a reason for me to get their console. So
Yeah. All right, so switching topics here, back to some movie news. So Kenan Thompson, famous, of course, SNL, Kenan Kel, et cetera, Fat Albert. He what he did? He was seen holding a Mighty Ducks 4 script, and he had it at a hockey game. So that is essentially
was he sitting next to a dude in a Mighty Ducks mask?
Well, was he? He might have been. He had the
Thought
script.
so.
He probably was. He had the script up there, which is sparking rumors, but almost confirming that there is some sort of Mighty Ducks project coming soon. Joe, I know last week or last stream we talked about the other Keenan Kel project that he was doing with Kel that is going to be reminiscent of the old show. He's also now bringing back the old movie he was in. I know how you feel about nostalgia. So is this one still a no for you? Or you make an exception? Mighty Ducks 4 could be
I'm gonna
your
be
bag,
real, bro.
You hype?
Unless that Mighty Ducks project is anything like that Mighty Ducks cartoon where they was transforming and looking cool.
You talking about where they were ducks?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
because I was so disappointed because I saw that show and I was like, wow, this shit looks cool. They got toys, they got all this stuff. And then we went to school and they was saying like, hey, we're gonna watch the Mighty Ducks movie. I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be radical.
Wait,
and it was just people like,
wasn't the movie out before that cartoon?
Of course, but the whole time I'm sitting there watching it, me as a kid, like, so they transforming the ducks win. I was so disappointed.
Did you watch Mighty Ducks, Asia?
I wasn't a fan personally, but I understand like its cult following and the people who love it. So
it's the quintessential sports.
Keenan was my favorite character in the show, in the movie.
We know you love
the
Kenan.
knuckle
You
puck.
support everything he does. Right?
What?
I was saying you support everything Keenan does, right?
What? Not everything. I don't know what he does.
Oh, I just thought you were a big fan. That's all.
I'm a fan. I don't know
What if they
everything.
put
Wait,
Kel
why are you
Mitchell?
backing down now? Wait, what's wrong with
It
you?
just
said?
seemed different.
Nah, because it sound like kind of it
I was
sounded.
saying you support
It,
everything.
You can't support
no,
some
wait a
supporting
minute.
somebody.
It sounded like a edited version of Dave said, "That's your king, right?" That's what it sounded like.
I never even said
That's where
that.
it came off.
I don't know where you're picking up on.
That's
that.
where it was giving
I
me
was
that
just acknowledging
vibe.
you telling me last stream that you were a big Keenan fan.
Yeah, you.
So if they put Kel Mitchell in the movie, are you gonna be down then?
What? I never said it was a problem. I'm gonna watch it. You know.
So you did say that every skit he does is a banger.
I didn't. I said.
Oh, I can't wait to play the
When
clips
did
back.
I say
Last
I said he be killing it. He's been killing
You
it for
said
a long
every
time.
skit he does is fire and memorable.
Nah, you told me.
Oh.
You told me. You said that hey, he been on SNL for a while and he should be somewhere else by now. That's what you said. And I said he's in his bag. Like he don't need a bag because he got one. He's writing, he's acting, he's doing all kinds of stuff. I said that and you was like, I don't know.
No, here's
He the
what I
only
said.
one. You said he the only one that ain't left
No,
yet.
here's what I'm saying about this. And this goes, and my point actually is proven even more correct now than it was last stream. All I was saying was that Keenan has tried his hand in other projects, other shows and movies, et cetera, et cetera. Unfortunately, they were either canceled or flopped. So now what is he doing? He's going back to what worked in the past. It's a strategy. I'm not throwing shade. It's just what happened. He had a show that y'all never watched. Tori, you never saw one episode of his sitcom. Joe, you too.
Was it on cable?
No, it wasn't. I don't.
I'm just saying.
It was cable. What is cable? It's okay. It was on stream. You could have saw it. Y'all didn't support.
Where was it streaming at?
The fact that you didn't know that show.
It was, I think it was an NBC show, so regardless, it was probably.
You didn't support Keaton doing his original work.
How was I gonna watch it?
Oh, you watch everything else. Don't do that.
How was I gonna watch it?
And then Joe, who claims to wants original projects, he did something. Y'all didn't support it. So now
that's failure of marketing. I never heard the show existed.
See, now it's marketing.
I haven't. I listen. I don't be watching regular TV.
See, Fire says Tori be lying. I don't know, man. You see,
I don't know who that is. That ain't me. That ain't me. I don't know who that is. That ain't me.
Somebody named Torin.
But no, I'm just saying now he's going. My point was that he's going to what works. So look, he did. Good Burger was, hey, that worked back in the day. Boom, brought it back. Now, hey, Mighty Ducks.
Whoa, hold up. Did it work though?
I mean, enough. I would say it worked enough because now him and Kenan and Kel are doing, more projects together. So obviously there's interest after Good Burger. So I would probably say it worked enough. And then now we got this coming. So
all sound like the Superman situation at all?
I mean, a little bit. I just haven't seen it. I can't afford Paramount Plus yet. So when I do, I'm gonna check out the movie. But I am just saying that Kenan is, and it's not shade, but he is doing what worked in the past because other projects he's done, y'all didn't support.
That's crazy.
I mean, even in his whole career, like he started out on All That, a sketch show, and now he's on Saturday Night Live.
He's the longest running cast member.
Yeah, and typically people use SNL as like, that stepping stone. Keenan's using it as like a consistent paycheck. And good for him.
But he obviously wants to do other projects because he keeps writing them and doing them and et cetera. Y'all just don't support.
That's crazy.
I'll be trying to support these people.
When was the last time you supported Kenan?
I watched the show.
Which one?
The first I saw the pilot episode.
You saw the pilot?
You saw one episode.
Yeah, it had the other.
You didn't watch. That's what I'm saying. He didn't watch it.
I saw the pilot.
When?
What was the story?
What? Yeah. What was it about?
I'll tell you the story. The story is Kenan's wife passes away, and he's trying to raise two daughters, and he has another brother. The other guy, I forget his name, is another cast member from SNL who's on the show as well.
Actually, I did watch it.
We've been talking about this for 2 weeks, and now you said you watched it. Okay.
Because I remember the daughters. I remember he had daughters, and he was a single father.
That was it. Okay, so you did watch. Okay. Yeah.
Curtis Lawson, greetings, welcome.
What's up?
Okay. All right. So, Joe, there was a new season of Tekken that got announced. Break this down for us. Let us know what's going on in the world of Tekken.
Yeah. So at the end of Tekken World Tour, their grand finals, they announced that Tekken 8 Season 3, long anticipated after everybody complained about Season 2, is on its way. It's technically available now. And the actual balance update will be in March, which is what everybody's really looking forward to. they announced 3 characters that are coming. The 4th one they're going to announce later on. But the first one is Kunimitsu, who let me just start by saying this. Pretty much any DLC character that they add at this point, unless it's a guest character, I could do without anyway. So it's not for me. Like Kunimitsu, I didn't want her back because she was annoying as hell in Tekken 7. Bob, I didn't want back at all.
I did.
Good for you. Roger Jr., I didn't think he was going to make it back at all.
I told you he was coming.
You didn't.
I said him or Mokujin.
I think I do remember Tori saying that.
I don't recall. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. You don't like Roger? Roger's a fan favorite.
They annoyed the shit out of me.
Roger,
Oh my God!
Roger,
Do you know Roger?
Hold on.
Okay, would you prefer it, Alex?
Do you know Roger Asia?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm saying like you don't want like. And what about for the diversity?
like
you gotta.
animals?
Yeah,
David,
exactly.
you're forgetting who I am. Outside of the characters that I use, I hate every character in the game.
I was about to say a hater.
But
I
again-
when Joe said
but
forgot
here's
who
the
I am.
thing,
I was
though.
gonna say that,
But
man.
this is why I say the character's not for me. It's
Okay.
for the people that would want to use Kunimitsu, Bob, or whoever. And for the people that are like, hell, Ru Kang, one of the commentators, but he's also a player, he was in tears when they announced that Bob was back, because that's his character. I've got a few friends of mine who haven't hopped on the game in a while, now happy that Bob's coming back, so I can whoop their asses again. So, hey, if you're happy for the characters and you know it, clap your hands.
It needs a Slim Bob variant, too.
No, you really don't. It's not tag 3, bro. We don't need 2 Bobs in the game. But like I said, outside, I think the new character designs look pretty cool. They made Roger Jr. really buff because kangaroos are ripped as shit for no reason.
They
So
are.
that's a good
It's the
character
push-ups
design.
they be doing.
I mean, hey, look.
You know, they're really dangerous, by the way.
They are.
Oh yeah.
They like if they're being chased by something, they'll go out into the water and let it come out there so they can try to drown it.
You said they be doing push-ups?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see how they be?
All right.
No, Wigfall. I'm right there with you. Roger was annoying as hell. I hated fighting him in pretty much every Tekken game that he was ever in. But, you know, I think the key here is going to be, I think maybe now they've got a sense of direction of where they want to take the balance. They've got a better sense of how they want to allocate risk versus reward. I got to wait until March to see the actual balance patch. But I'm more confident now that it'll work, because like even characters that annoyed me, like Brian Fury, I fucking hate that guy, and he was a pain in the ass in Tekken 7, but because Kazuya is stronger in Tekken 8 and Brian's been toned down a little bit, not much but a little bit, I can deal with him better now. So if they balance everything out, then they won't get on my nerves as much, but that remains.
So this is your favorite game, but you hate a lot of the characters.
I've explained before, Tekken is frustrating.
Okay.
Tekken will put you through the ringer. But for me, that's part of the fun of it. It's.
But you don't make it sound enjoyable though. That's
I'm trying to figure out where is it your favorite at when
it's
so much hatred behind it.
Well, again, it's something that I'm knowledgeable of. So, like again, as I've explained before, if I play a character that's like my secondary or tertiary main, if I play them in ranked, it's still going to be equally as rough, but the pressure is off because I know I don't know what I'm doing as much as I do with Kazuya.
Okay.
That's why if I play Street Fighter, I really halfway know what I'm doing, but it's not as stressful because I can have that. Okay, I just don't know the matchup. I'm not an expert in Street Fighter, but if I play Kazuya, the shit is rough because that's my strongest character, and I'm playing against like the highest echelon characters that players that I'm allowed to play. And again, the game has like approaching 40 characters, each with 100 moves. You've got to know your frame data on block, on whiff, on counter hit, what moves you can sidestep. Some characters have moves you can primarily sidestep one way, but a handful of moves you can sidestep another way. You've got knowledge as deep as the ocean. Something is going to piss you off because you don't know it. But that's part of the thing. It's the constant knowledge check. You know what I'm saying? So it's frustrating, but constantly learning and improving. That's the appeal.
I'm trying to think, what do I love but also hate at the same time, like you?
I'm sure you got something.
You love
Gotta think of something.
Harry Potter?
Right on your day.
Not Harry
I'm still
Potter.
waiting on you, man. Any day now. Nothing's stopping you up until this point. But if you want to run it at DreamCon, I'll see you there.
All right. So changing gears here. So this is actually pretty big news.
Actually, you know what? We got to rewind a little bit because I got some shit to say.
To who? What's that?
To the people that are giving the Tekken team shit. Now, keep in mind, as I've stated, I'm not happy with who they've added in the game, but I'm not making a big stink about it just because it doesn't appeal to me. but you got people saying that the season's already in L just because they added these 3 characters back. Well, you know what? What the fuck do you want? Because every time they announce a new character, they're like, why didn't you bring back Lei Wulong or Julia or whoever? And then when they bring back legacy characters, you'll be like, well, they're just lazy. They're bringing back old characters. They're repeating the DLC from Tekken 7. So what the fuck do you want? Do you want the game to have 50 characters with matchups that you're not going to learn?
Yeah.
Do you want the game to have a much more condensed roster of actual diverse casts of people that actually belong there and that are actually popular with the fan base? Or do you just want your stuff back and then you want to complain about that? Because literally every time somebody makes an announcement, where's Lei Wulong? Where's Gone? If they were that popular, they'd be back by now. They'd be in the base roster, but they're not here. So I guess you and the other 12 Julia mains are going to have to wait until seasons 4 or 5.
They need 50 characters.
Are you going to learn how to fight against all 50 characters?
That means everybody's going to have
Are
to
you
learn.
going to learn how to play all 50 characters?
I'm gonna learn to play with whoever I like playing with.
Then don't complain when you get your ass whooped because you barely know the
50
matchup of the character that I play that's been in the game since
But here's
Tekken
the
1.
thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is
No, because I'm tired of people talking.
Here's the
but they don't know what the fuck they're talking
Here's
about.
the flaws in what you saying. What you want is you want the same characters with the same matchups. That way you ain't gotta learn nothing new. You got 50 characters. That means it's unpredictable when you end up in a match.
That doesn't sound like growth, Joe.
And yet, oh really?
I'm just
because
based off of what
because name one point where I ever stopped playing Tekken 8 because of season 2, because I never did.
But if
I've
you
got friends, there's pro players that
50
stopped because they weren't happy with the balance, but I stuck with it because I am trying to improve. I never quit.
That means if you got 50 characters, that's more stuff to learn.
Yeah.
Is that good? Is that bad or is that good or bad?
That's good to me.
It's not going to be good for the community as a whole because then they're going to complain that they're not. It's a lot to manage. That's part of why Tekken Tag 2 was so complicated. That was the lowest selling.
It's
Tekken
time
game
to shake up the industry. That's what it sounds like.
And do that how?
Add 50 characters.
They already did that, and that was the lowest selling Tekken game to date.
Then times have changed. We got AI now. They could be the best Tekken ever.
I'm done talking to you anyway.
Okay.
Now you are talking straight out of your ass. So.
Okay, so this is pretty big news because it does, Disney controls a lot of different properties. But are you guys aware that Bob Iger is stepping down as CEO from Disney? He's going to be replaced by the parks chairman, and his name is Josh DeArmo. Just as a reminder, Bob Iger is the one who did a lot of stuff. Really good stuff for Disney. Just going back to he acquired Pixar. That was a big W for them. Acquired Marvel. Acquired Lucas. Launched Disney Plus. They basically acquired everything. But acquired 21st Century Fox. Even last year they had really good box office movies such as Avatar and I think Zootopia. It's all Disney owned. So new CEO is coming in so I guess in you guys' opinion, what does this new CEO need to do to kind of continue this legacy? Because Disney kind of has bought up almost everything. I don't know what more you can buy now. So now it's like, what is the new strategy for the next decade? Because they bought everything that's popping now. So
I mean, they need to cater to these properties.
Just kind of invest more into the ones they bought.
Yeah. I mean,
like Marvel, Star Wars, all of them, just like reinvest into them.
But I feel like that's another reason why they gave the green light to the AI, because they've gotten all these new properties, and they got all these different things that they can do. So I feel like they're going to utilize this AI green light just so they can start pumping out stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of these shows or whatever that come out are not going to be AI generated.
You think they will be AI generated?
Yeah, I feel like they will.
So you think that's going to be Disney's big next move to kind of continue dominance?
Because I'm looking at it because you bought all these properties,
But they've also made movies from these properties. Not just sitting on them waiting for AI.
But they made movies. They bought all these properties, so they've been spending money. So now it's time for them to save some money and try to get some income. So I mean, feel
But they've
like
also made money too. Like they everything they bought, most things they
yeah,
bought, they've also made stuff from. They're not just sitting.
they definitely
Grow.
made money,
Yeah, they made the money back.
but they made it back. But like I said, like the rich stay rich by spending as little bit of money as they can. So with owning all these new properties, I doubt they're going to put up top dollar into them like people expecting them to just now that they own it. So like I feel like now they're going to utilize these AI privileges and the green light that they have to start using it to pump out more stuff and more content and shows and stuff like that. Just to ease having to spend money, they can just generate some stuff in AI. I feel like that's the route that they're gonna go.
I'm not mad at that take.
Asia, what about you? You think what's the next decade of Disney look like under a new regime here? Bob Iger was Mr. I'm buying everything. Marvel, you pop in, I'm buying you. Lucasfilm,
Yeah.
this, et cetera, et cetera. Pixar. Now it's really not that many. I feel like
Left to
new
buy.
things to buy, so you have to do something else. Tori's opinion is potentially leaning more into AI.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'll tell you things that I want them to do.
Yeah, Herbert, let's start there.
I mean,
Under new CEO, what do you want them to do?
I think I want better. You know what? Come back to me.
Joe?
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
But they
At all?
own too much for you not to care. There's like
I know they do.
so you have to
Want
care.
more animal
I mean, I would like for them to not own everything.
So
I
just
mean,
give it back.
I mean, so like if Bob Iger's stepping down and then somebody else is stepping in, it's like, what else is new?
Well, I mean, it's just
I don't trust either of them anyway. So it's like,
it's just a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like this is Disney owns so many different
Yeah.
things and stuff like that. So
I guess we should do something about that.
oh my gosh.
And it's
Okay.
crazy that The Simpsons had predicted that they would own everything, and now they own The Simpsons, right?
They do own The Simpsons,
They
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm thinking more about like the theme parks that they have.
mhm.
I want to see more from them. I think they could actually expand their theme parks even more.
Okay.
I'd be down for that. I think the Harry Potter world deserves more added to it, because even though not a lot of people like it, there's still like a following for the Fantastic Beasts movies.
I've never seen it.
No, is Harry Potter tied to? I thought that was a different.
Wait, that's not Disney.
I don't know.
That's Warner Brothers. That's Warner Brothers.
You're
Oh,
right.
Okay.
You're right.
I
Oh,
couldn't
snap.
remember.
Okay.
I couldn't remember. Okay.
No, you're right.
Okay.
That's you gotta check with Netflix on that one.
Yeah, Netflix got them now.
Okay. So that's Sergeant Venom says in that Universal. So
But
it's not like you want some more Harry Potter stuff.
But-
That's what this really is. Ariel just wants some more Harry Potter stuff, right?
I wonder because like I know it's been a while since I've been to Universal Studios, but they had Marvel properties there.
I think that was in the middle when they still owned, because at one point they owned Hulk and stuff. So it was, remember there was some ownership stuff.
I remember that ride too.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yep, it's Warner Brothers.
Oh, it is? Okay.
I'm so sorry for Harry Potter fans. I'm so I can relate as a DC fan, but
Oh my gosh.
it's interesting because I've got so little investment with Disney as a whole. Makes no Ken, DB Dax. I see y'all.
Are you sure? I'm trying to think of some stuff that you might like. Because you're not really into. I mean, 21st Century Fox. There's no movies under that regime that you like. I mean, don't you? No.
They're owned by Disney as well.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like there's got to be some property that Disney owns too much. That I feel like there's got to be something that they own
they probably got something.
Yeah, there's no Marvel characters. Wait, you're a casual Star Wars fan.
Yeah,
but you're not really into it like that anymore.
It's gone the way of Dragon Ball Z for me these days, unfortunately.
Okay.
You think the new CEO can do anything with just like bringing Marvel back to life with?
I think that's kind of already set up, but I guess the question is,
can they improve it?
I think once that reboot, whenever they do the full Marvel reboot, that'll be like, But honestly, that's really more up to Kevin Feige more than I would say him. But yeah, I mean, to me though, I think honestly they'll just continue on the trajectory they've been on. We've already seen, even though everybody complains about the live action Disney movies, like what did they do already? Like Lion King and all
that. That was a very terrifying experience for you. So
horrible.
Y'all say that, but y'all go see them every time.
I still ain't seen one of them.
All right, well, everybody else did. They all made $1 billion dang near. So I'm saying I think Disney is going to continue doing that, and I can't lie. As an old fan of the animated movie, I would enjoy a live action Tarzan movie. I know they made one; it was trash.
Have you
I'm
been?
talking.
You sure that wasn't George of the Jungle?
No, I'm
That
talking about
wasn't
after that. They did one with Margot Robbie. It like got universally panned. It
How long
wasn't.
ago was this?
This was not that long. This is like maybe six, 7
couple
years
years
ago.
ago.
It wasn't.
This is how little my
It
investment.
wasn't. It was kind of universally panned. Is not great, but I would be
I can see
cool
that.
with.
You're trying to gas this up?
No. I want to see. I want to see a good version of a live action Tarzan movie.
But they just made one. And
If you know they're not gonna have a monkey singing in the jungle,
Why not?
they're not gonna do it.
They had
Not
the
just
lions
for
and
fun.
stuff singing in Lion King.
Them was some musty looking lions.
Woo.
Them lions looked horrible.
Have you
Ain't-
seen Lion
Looks
King?
musty.
They all look musty.
How do lions look in general?
They
don't-
look stank. Them was looking stank. I don't know what. I don't. That was that.
So the
What was
clarify-
fake about them? No, I didn't understand.
Yeah, well,
this.
so your problem with
they
the
they looked like they needed baths. Like they was mangy.
so you're
They live in the jungle.
And they was
Thank
extra.
you.
They was all pasty and pale too. I ain't never seen a lion. Them lions was looking rough. They ain't had no color to them. I feel like they was just a little too bland.
I feel like this is your Raising Cane's argument. For
they
these lions.
damn near
Them
look.
lions weren't seasoned enough.
They was not seasoned enough. Them lions was straight up saltwater soaked, unseasoned chicken, just like Kane.
Yeah, they were about as big as a pigeon knuckle too, right? They weren't even that big.
Terrible. And you went to go see that?
we saw it on Disney Plus later.
Y'all bought first day tickets to that.
I just said we said Disney.
Nobody did that. We said we watched on Disney Plus.
You said you went and had your Beyonce shirt on to go see that movie.
The very first
And
live
then
action one
you
years
said you
ago.
had on your lion outfit.
lion outfit.
Tori lying again, y'all.
Yeah, now you.
Tori just lying.
Okay. All right. Outside of that, in other news, and Tori, you had this story that you posted it.
Dairy.
The original Power Rangers Super Sentai
Uh-huh.
is actually ending this week. So give us the breakdown of that, because some people may not know the history of what Super Sentai meant to Power Rangers.
Super Sentai is the original Power Rangers before it came over here. You know, they've been running for over 51 years. That's over 2,000 episodes.
Who's got more
Wait,
episodes, One Piece or Power Rangers?
They got more episodes than One Piece.
Oh.
Is this did they continue the same story in Super Sentai?
Well, they've had different variations of
Okay.
the Rangers and stuff like that, but it's all been one season, one series.
So is it one long story then, or is it like kind of like Power Rangers where it's like Mighty Morphin, Time Force, like, you know what I'm saying? How does it?
It's like, I mean, it follows a different group like each time, but it's still the same universe and whatnot. So it's like telling a different perspective from different Rangers
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Why is it? Do you know why it's ending? Is it just?
I mean, they've been running for over 51 years,
Mm-hmm.
over 2,000 episodes.
I mean, look, it's one of these things where when the show's over, the show's over. You know.
Yeah.
How many more Super Sentai toys can you sell?
I don't know. Depending on if they can keep coming up with different costume designs, they can do it infinitely.
Now, not to jinx it, but I mean, maybe I'm out of the loop here. How long until Common Rider is done, or is it done? I don't know. Makes no Ken. This is a question for you.
Kamen Rider might be finished already.
Might be.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, then you have opportunities to do something different. You know.
Tori, no, hold on. Makes no kin. So we still got Kamen Rider. So
it's still
okay. Okay.
Replaced by Space Sheriff Gavin. Interesting name.
Okay, so Tori, this is a question for you, but also for the group as well. So just quick backstory. We did an interview at Anime Crossroads recently we posted it recently, where somebody said that isekai anime overall are just power fantasies, and the reason that they're popular is because nerds just want to feel powerful, and they just want to see this guy get stronger and stronger, and it's all about gamers, nerds, et cetera, et cetera. I know that
Power fantasy, yeah.
Power fantasy, yes. One of your favorites, reincarnated as a slime, got mentioned in the comments for being, guilty of this. So I know the new season is coming, so I would love to know your thoughts on the new season, but also what is your response to people saying that isekai anime are just power fantasy for nerds that want to feel strong?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's just for people who want to feel strong, because like not all isekai animes are based around characters that want to be strong or become strong.
But a lot of them
A
are.
lot of them do, but then there's still a great deal of them that don't even follow that trope, because like some of them are just like wholesome and slice of life. There's plenty of slice of life isekai animes where
Mhm.
they don't even deal with getting strong and stuff like that. So I mean, but to the ones that do enjoy the isekais where the person just gets strong, I feel like a lot of people will see these characters and they'll relate to them, because they'll be like, oh, this person, they either weren't very popular or they were popular, but that's not the life that they wanted for themselves. And this isekai life gives them a fresh start, because just like everybody, a lot of people, you know feel that way sometimes. Some, like, even if it has nothing to do with this guy, some people feel like I just need a fresh start. Or some people get up in age and they feel like I wish I did these things differently, and this, that, and the other. And things, huh?
Isekai anime kind of give them that. Kind
Isekai gives people that chance to right the things that you felt were wrong in your previous life, or whatnot, or it gives you what you were missing from your other life. Like people who weren't very confident, they get this other world, and they have the confidence and have the mental fortitude to do certain things. So like I feel like sometimes it definitely helps. So
That was a really good explanation for why. No, real talk for why people watch isekai. I mean, I got no notes. Joke.
Okay, so I agree. Now the question then becomes, would you say this is a healthy mindset to maintain? Yeah, you can relate to it, but
Is that what you're gonna say?
Because my question is, I wonder about like the people who watch the isekai animes and they see it and they kind of get kind of, they feel a type of way like, that should have been me, or this went wrong in my life and now I'm stuck here, but I lived through this character, but I also, spend too much time on the
you're
internet.
still stuck where you're at.
Yeah,
but there
I'm spending
are
too much time on the internet now and I'm leaving comments and,
but
I'm
there
wondering, is there, like Joe says, is there like a mental
There,
No, it's a good
issue
question.
with
there are some that see that, and it inspires them, where they see people in these isekais to overcome those things that they are feeling self conscious about, or having those same thoughts that the MC or whoever in those isekais are having. So he's like, okay, I can relate to that, and I see this person, even though they were feeling this type of way, they fought through and they became the person that they wanted to be or deserved to be. And sometimes that, like I said, that has inspired certain people.
that? Okay.
You got any particular stories or plot points that you can point to that you think you got a good, healthy message out of?
Yeah,
Mm,
pull from reincarnated from a fridge. What was it called?
Reincarnated as a fridge.
Isn't that what it's called?
Or vending machine?
A vending machine.
Vending machine.
Yeah, what we
Vending
got from
machine.
that? We need to
So
know.
Am I like
what happened in
reincarnated
it?
as a bicycle or
I
something?
mean, literally, like he was riding next to a truck, and like the vending machine, was the strap. It came undone, and he was, trying to fix the strap while he was riding next to it, and the strap broke and landed on him, and he woke up in another world as a vending machine. But that's crazy. That's crazy. The man was crushed to death,
I mean,
though.
when you say it out loud, you know.
It does sound funny, Tori. Come on.
But
Is
he
it a
was
comedy?
So
Oh
did he
yeah.
die?
Wait,
he
it is a
died. He
comedy.
died in his world, but was reincarnated in
So he
another
dead.
world. Well, he was reincarnated in another world, but he was a vending machine. They don't exist in this world, but he was one. He was sentient, the sentient vending machine that could turn into any form of vending machine that exists ever.
Okay.
And pretty much like, these it's a time it's in the world where they have dungeons and adventurers and all of that, but like he's helping. He ends up running into, this girl. In animes like that, there's always a strong girl that has crazy gorilla strength.
Uh-huh.
So she becomes friends with her, and he ends up getting all kinds of different powers like barriers and um different things, like, but he can, like, feed people, all that stuff, but like it's not supposed to be like, oh, super adventurous. It's like one of those
Comfort anime.
it's a comfy It's like kind of like it's like has adventure, but it's like more slice of life and a little comedy in there. But it's not meant to be compared to like a Dragon Ball Z or anything like that. It's just like something. Okay, I'm just what kind of things are we getting into today type deals. But it's still good. I thought it was going to be stupid when I heard about it, and then I was like, I'm gonna watch it just so I can make fun of it. And then I was like, damn, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's like it's it wasn't bad at all.
Okay, so in terms of like this character of, first off, he's dead. Now, second, he was going through some kind of issues before he went into this other world and became a Venom.
Not really. They didn't really even get into whatever issues he was going through. He was like, it literally started out like he was rushing to get to work or wherever he was, but it was like a truck that was moving
So,
a vending machine.
do you ever at any point get a sense of why he would be happy with being reincarnated as a vending machine?
I mean, he's voiced his opinions on being a vending machine. Like damn, that's like because he can't even like speak to the people because he has only thing he has is like pre-programmed voice what's the names that the vending machines have like in Japan where they'll be
Voice messages.
like what it be like, oh, thank you for your purchase, but he's speaking in
Oh, just like
Japanese and
automated.
stuff like that. But then it gets to the point where the person he's with ends up where he'll use certain phrases from that to answer questions or something like that.
Okay.
So,
And but then he gets to the like I said, as it goes on, he evolves and he finds different ways to communicate with people. But like she knows he's sentient, and other people that he deals with know that he's a person inside, and like he like communicates with them the best way he can. But it's like I said, it's like a comfort slice comedy anime.
okay, so it's probably not so much. And again, it's kind of the difference between when you have characters that are relatable versus aspirational. I, as a consumer, kind of lean more towards the aspirational side of things. But if you want to lean towards the relatable side of things and you want just kind of your comfort show, there's still nothing wrong with that. And believe me, in this current climate, I understand the need more than anybody to take a break every once in a while. So I get it. Uh, but yeah, like I said, that's probably where I personally lean more because okay, so going back to like reincarnated as a slime, is there
Eek.
is there anything that was going on before the reincarnation that was
So
troubling
before
the character and then something
okay,
that helps
so
him overcome it
so I'll
in
tell
the
you. So
reincarnation?
first episode, this guy, he's a
You ain't got to recap the whole episode.
I won't recap the whole. I'll just give you the little spiel on it. But he's middle aged. Um, he's he's a loner. Like he didn't really never had a date or whatever.
Damn.
And he gets invited from his friend. His friend invites him out to lunch, but his friend only invited him out so he could show off his new fiance to try to rub it in his face. And while he's showing him off, there's a guy running through the streets and he's running with a knife, trying to get away, and about to take out the friend that invited him out, but he steps in front of him to push him out the way and ends up dying that way. But as he's dying, he's mentioning his regrets and things that he regretted not doing and things that he wanted to do if he ever if in the next life he's like what he wants to do. And like it's like the user interface that pops up ends up getting
No, I see that with Sergeant Venom. He's
Is that pretty accurate? Sorry.
yeah, no, he does
He-
he does
Sergeant Venom says, dude gets stabbed, gets reincarnated, discovers he can Kirby people's abilities.
yeah, he could do that. He could do that.
okay. So here's my question: is for whatever was going on before this, and to when he
Mhm.
got he died.
Yeah.
Did he learn anything? Does he
Yeah.
grow as a what?
He
What?
does
Where's
grow as a person because he grows as a person.
what?
Def
What do you do? Where's the growth at?
the things that he didn't do in his previous life, he brought into this world, and he's doing these things and not being held back.
What
But
are
he
those things?
becomes a leader of a nation, and he's like literally providing for these people, taking care of them, showing them different ways from like
Learn not to get stabbed.
learn not to get stabbed, but like he looks out for people, and he does like you'd have to watch it. It's hard to explain how
You should watch it,
how
Joe.
I mean, look, Sergeant Venom is explaining it pretty well right now.
Well, Joe, would you give it an episode pilot? Maybe you could watch in the next stream. You give us your one episode review.
Look here, man. I don't think
Why
I'm
you
getting
get-
sold
wait,
on
why
this
the-
so far.
No, but that's why you give it one episode. Then we can hear your review. You should check it out.
it's a really good anime though.
Towards 10 is good, bro. You might like it, bro.
At the top of at the list of isekais, it sits as number one for me.
I'm still waiting to hear something that even I could learn from this anime.
I mean, listen. It shows how corrupt people are, and it shows what the links that people will
Corey, we
go.
live in America.
Shout out Brohan says really good, Joe. They're saying you should watch it.
Right.
Also, Asia, switching gears here, Fire Day Offs ask you a question about what is going on with Harry Potter.
So you know what? The Reddit page that I follow has not posted any more like not hidden, but
They
like
shut
secret set photos. So somebody got their phone taken away or something on set.
Like,
They're
stop giving shit away.
Yeah, so they're trying to keep it on wraps, but it's still set for the 2027 release date. The actors are killing it. Like I said, there's talks to cast Cillian Murphy. That's his name, right? Cillian Murphy as Lord Voldemort,
Yeah,
which would be really cool because like I said, he's got a villain aura about him that I think would really
Try to
work for the
picture him with
character.
Snape hair.
I mean, he was Scarecrow.
He doesn't need Snape hair. He's gonna be Voldemort.
I mean,
So
yeah,
him without a nose.
I'm trying. My bad. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of the no hair.
No,
No,
we are hyped for the Harry Potter TV show. That's gonna be
Now, Asia, isn't
it'll be everything
there?
that us fans need.
Aren't there more things happening with Harry Potter? Didn't they also just do like a re-recording of the book series with voice actor?
They did actually.
Yes, I mean, there's some other stuff going on with Harry Potter too. There's a new game coming. I mean, aren't they?
Okay.
I thought it was rumored that there's doing a sequel to
Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Oh.
Hasn't came across my feed yet.
I heard that.
That's what I heard
Is there
too.
going to be a part 2 to it?
I heard that they're trying to do like a open world multiplayer. Or
I
something
mean, the game
Okay.
did.
Is it going to be out before GTA 6 or?
GTA 6 is supposed to be out with it next.
So they say.
The end of this year.
They've said that before.
Yeah, they said no, we're serious this time.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, so Harry Potter, the new show coming this year.
2027.
Oh, 27. Okay.
Still got some time.
We got some time. And that's good that they're taking their time to make it.
No,
They're
they're cooking
They're
it.
not trying to rush or anything. I'm glad that you Harry Potter, the OG fans are on board now because y'all was hating from outside.
I might have been in the minority. I might have been one of the OG fans that was hating on it.
That's not minority. That was one before the set photos came out. That was everybody.
Really? I thought I was part of a few people who were hating it because it seemed like everybody else was hyped for this new retelling of the story.
I didn't have an opinion.
I mean, look, we're not statistical analysts here, so it could be one or the other, but hey, everybody's got their opinion.
Yeah. Okay, so in terms of next topic here, this one is a little bit a little bit different here. So this one going back to tech news and a little bit of social media news here. So TikTok, as we know, without getting political, is recently bought by I think an American company or a conglomerate or whatever. And a lot of people were uninstalling the app for different issues that were happening on there. One thing that they are launching now is a local feed. So you'll have your your main feed, so all the stuff that's happening locally on there and stuff like that. A lot of people are actually really excited for this feature, especially people who have local businesses and things like that and stuff. In general, though, is this TikTok seems like after this purchase, it's kind of going downhill and things like that.
Yeah.
Can TikTok come back? Is this feature going to bring back people? Or do you
feel
care?
like my For You page has sucked.
Tell us about that. What's going on?
I feel like my For You page has just really sucked since whenever
Minnesota.
since the buyout or whatever.
I've
Because first I was having trouble even just scrolling through. It kept giving me notifications to refresh and reset and stuff like that. And now all my usual stuff that I have on there, I usually get these cool anime edits. I get some music stuff from time to time. Just a lot of stuff that used to be on there is missing now, and it's just driving me crazy. I'm mostly on Reels now on Instagram.
You're not the first person to tell me that they've switched over to Reels because
I've
of that.
been seeing me personally, I've been seeing mainly it'll show me the same 5 people
Okay, so your algorithm messed up too.
Yeah,
So everybody's
it'll be
algorithm is
it'll show
messed
me
up
like
after
the
this
same
purchase.
5 people back to back. Like I know I got more people
Hmm.
on my list than this, but it'll like pretty much recycle the same people. Like, oh yeah, this person posted this like 3 months ago, but here it is fresh on your
Oh, I'm
feed.
getting a lot of old stuff on my For You page too. Yeah.
Wow. Joe, what about you? Has your TikTok feed been weird and jacked up since social media purchase and all that?
Well, I've never really messed with TikTok to begin with,
Mhm.
but even with all this recent stuff going on, I definitely don't use it now. I didn't even sign off on the update to the terms of service the last time I was on there.
Mm.
So, as much as possible, I'm gonna just try to avoid using TikTok whenever I can.
Got it, got it. I mean, yeah, at this point, it's kind of like, I mean, for us, it's kind of hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because we
Of course,
upload
yeah,
content on there as well and stuff. So we kind of have to be on all these platforms and things like
yeah.
that. But I have seen more people say that Instagram, they're using it a little bit more now.
Which is probably in the long run still not good because then it's just gonna be more power to Instagram, which it's not like they don't have enough.
Hmm.
So yeah, moving to Jamaica sounds really nice. Anybody down?
Hmm,
They
That
got
sounds
they got Instagram there too.
I
that
mean,
sounds
shoot,
like Discord too.
It's like what? What's going on with Discord? The what?
Discord, their new little terms and service thing, they're pretty much resetting everybody like they're the age of 17. So now they have to update they have to upload an ID or some kind of identification to let people know to let them know that they're over.
Oh, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like another thing that's coming up here is just like there's so much talk about social media restrictions and things like that in terms of like protecting, children and things like that.
supposedly.
Hmm.
So I do think, yeah, they're going to be asking. I'm not going to be surprised. I won't be surprised if they ask us to upload IDs to these platforms and stuff.
Hmm.
So
Oh God, I mean, they say it's all about
It's
protecting the
not
kids,
protection.
but
It's that way in case you say something or do something out of
that
pocket,
they don't like. Yeah,
they know where you at.
so it's control,
They know where
control.
you at.
Got it.
They gonna do like Cleo did and set it off when she was in that lineup. They like, we got your ID.
how about the moon,
I
y'all? The
I
moon
understood that
sounds nice.
reference.
The
How about the moon? Jupiter?
moon.
Oh, it's a move.
Yeah, hey, the weather's nice this time of year.
We don't have the special clearance to leave the atmosphere.
Uh,
Ain't that crazy? It is illegal for us to leave the atmosphere if we want to,
Who
I
said that?
mean,
unless we get permission.
I don't think we have the tools to even do
I
that.
mean,
Right.
even if we could though, like you mean to tell me
So like, if you had a
you
black
control
TikTok
whether I can
inventor
leave
that made
Earth or
his own
not,
rocket, and then they put the kibosh on that.
I mean, they control if you leave the country.
but they control whether you leave the Earth as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Ain't that crazy?
a little bit.
A little bit, but at the same time, like not everybody has like a full propulsion system in their backyard. So it's like,
Hmm.
You
what
can't. Yeah, if I could, listen, they'd be like, you can't do that, sir.
well, you'd also get reincarnated as a slime if given the chance.
If
So,
hey,
Or a vending machine.
or
I wouldn't say vending machine, but I can see, yeah, if I can't move freely, I don't want it.
Got it. All right, so we got one of our last topics here. This one actually is pretty cool. So they actually are doing a new Ghost in the Shell project with the animation. Whoever did Dan to Dan's animation, so they said it was that animation's team behind it. They released a trailer for it as well. Joe, I know that that's your era of anime
it's
that
one of
you were
my
really
favorites. Yeah.
into, one of your favorites and
Mhm.
stuff. So, have you heard about this? Remake,
I just
rematch.
heard about it today.
Oh, you heard about it today?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
I saw that they had like a trailer up or
Hmm.
something. So yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I definitely will.
Hmm.
Because low key, I've kind of been wanting to get back into Ghost and Shell a little bit, so I'm down to check it out.
Yeah, because they did a remaster remake of one like years ago, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it Ghost in the Shell 2000s or something?
I think
They
they
like
called
a
it Ghost in
CG.
the Shell
It was like a
Arise.
I
CG
remember that.
remake thing, but you know how I feel about CG anime. Like,
You're a
it's like,
hater, so
well, no, I mean,
You still don't like? You ain't grew out of that yet?
what is a good CG anime that I should watch?
There. I
I just
mean,
like
I
I haven't
think this
seen that
technically
many
counts
good
for
Let me
ones.
see, because I
Ultraman
know I
on
just seen
Netflix. You
some.
might want to check that out.
Ultraman?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
yeah, Ultraman.
I still think Kengan Ashura was really good. Um, like I said, Tekken Bloodline didn't make a lot of use of 3D, and I
It's
think
just
that
sometimes you know how
I
it
know
is though,
sometimes the
bro.
art style can get some
Like
people.
Asia, you remember how like some anime we've been watching where they have a random like CG scene where it's like just kind of
Wait,
It pulls you out of
didn't you
it.
watch
yeah.
Beastar?
Yeah.
I didn't watch Beastars.
Oh.
I see what you're trying to do though. I see what you.
They-
That was shade. Nah,
Talking about that was the CGN.
Nah.
That was the
Messy.
first thing that popped up.
Nah.
Look, what's that? It was the first thing that popped up. It was right there.
you-
Oh, okay.
Chainsaw Man wasn't that CG?
Okay.
You know, they blended
They
it.
blended it though.
They
See,
blended it.
I don't trust any CG anime that wasn't made in the last like damn near couple of years because at one point like that stuff was 10 frames a second. We got to be honest.
Didn't they blend it with Attack on Titan?
Hey,
And listen, I'll be honest. Attack on Titan when they first introduced CG anime,
Fan.
it actually wasn't even that. I didn't think it was that good. I thought remember when season 4
Yeah.
when they switched over from like 2D to CGI, the first season when they did that, it was rough.
Did you watch the Berserk?
That was garbage.
Mm.
Yeah.
hey, look, here's a hot take for you. Forget Beast Wars. Beast Machines was where it's at, and I will stand on that.
What's that?
See, you're uncultured. You should know better, bro.
Is this a Mr. Beast property?
Hell no. I would
good
never.
question.
Y'all
like that, ain't y'all?
I would never.
That's what I thought.
If we like this in the street, it's on site.
So if he
I need a trapped
if he
anime
asked
Mr.
you to-
Beast
If he
building.
asked you to come to Beast Games to compete in the show, you wouldn't come.
If I go, you know what's gonna happen.
You gonna
You'd
win?
I'll win some.
Oh my God, you're getting arrested. Okay, that's what.
That's
Hey,
battery,
And I
Joe.
will happily make that the last thing that I do.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
gonna need that Mr. Beast money to get out of bail.
I mean, he'd be just having that shit lying around, so why not? You're under arrest. Bail. Here you go. Back to business.
All right, well, that was actually all of our topics there. Appreciate everybody for holding it down. We still got dang near 20-something people watching. So appreciate you guys watching all the way through. This was like a longer stream here, of course. But yeah, you guys have any final words before we sign off?
I mean, hey, I'll definitely see y'all when Resident Evil Requiem and the Michael movie drops. David and Asia are still about to owe me about $100 a piece because they about to lose that bet.
No, we need to come up with a real bet for real and do it on stream,
I'm
whatever
with
we
it.
end up doing, because I think this is going to play out very interesting.
Y'all bold. I'm just saying.
It's going to play out
Y'all
really
very bold.
interesting.
You're a bold kid, Arnold. Bold.
Here's what I think is going to happen.
What do you think is gonna happen?
I think that Mario is going to beat it, but y'all are going to find a metric where Michael beat it. Y'all gonna be like, oh, look at the domestic only.
That's his song.
Look at y'all.
What do you mean?
Think I am a James Gunn fan? Hell no.
Dang.
I sticks to straight facts, bro.
All right, Sergeant Venom says next stream we need to discuss the love and hate for One Piece. I don't hate One Piece. That is Joe.
I'm not. See, I only hate it because Tori.
I haven't even done anything.
I always be saying that.
I haven't done anything. I haven't told anybody in here to watch One Piece.
Joe feels like you pushed it down
for
his throat.
months.
You said you haven't told anybody to do it for months now.
For months. I mean, because I said watch.
That's a lot of
clip.
self-restraint on
I
your
said
part.
watch a
Not that
clip.
long ago, bro.
It's a long time ago.
And look, I got the manga and I gave it a couple episodes too. I told you it's not bad what I saw.
Goodness.
Sup, Ron Coms, and yes, Resident Evil 9 is about to be fire. Y'all see that short film they made?
That short
That was
film.
pretty dope.
Oh,
Now-
actually, wait a second. We were supposed to
No,
talk
I'm not
about
gonna
that.
lie. That had me from start to finish.
Yeah. Okay. So can you introduce it first, Joe, so we get real
Yeah.
quick. I did want that for the clip.
So for Resident Evil 9, they uploaded a trailer, and they've actually been using it as commercials a lot too. They did a full-on short film for it. They followed the story of a mother and their child during the Raccoon City incident during Resident Evils 2 and 3, and had a very tragic ending where the mom had like a grave for her child, but she was already a zombie at that point, which has very interesting implications about the nature of the zombies and the actual cognizance that they still maintain, which is going to play into the gameplay, which I'm really looking forward to. And the other thing that had interesting implications is she got shot dead, and you have these soldiers walking past saying Raccoon City is ours. What do you mean by that? What y'all trying to do?
That means they got resources they trying to get back to.
You know, I think this is a mystery for Scooby and the gang here. So this game is right up your alley. So look forward to that Resident Evil Requiem stream. David and Asia, I'm sure, are gonna love it.
Because
We're turning the lights off.
How many jump scares can I expect?
A lot.
all of them.
Well,
Oh
see,
my gosh,
you're gonna
I'm
deal
not
with
gonna
about
blow.
50 of them, but then you get to play as Leon and all the zombies that scared the shit out of you. Now you can chop them up with an axe, shoot them, kick them, and crush their skull. Come on, you got you're gonna get everything that you want and more.
Is this open world style?
I mean, you're not necessarily. I mean,
Okay,
you're
just wondering.
There's going to be like multiple locations, but for the most of what we've seen, you're in like this hospital that's overrun with zombies.
Mhm.
But as they confirmed today in the state of play, you are actually going to go back to the ruins of Raccoon City.
Mhm.
So what you saw in that first trailer, you're actually going to be able to go there. Also, Leon's got a Porsche that he can drive apparently.
Very
I don't know if you can like actually control it, or if it's like a fast travel thing. Either way, it's dope. Resident Evil 9, game of the year. I'm calling it right now. Don't try to put no money on that because y'all about to owe me 200 a
I'm
piece.
not
The
putting.
game of the year.
I'm calling it game of the year.
Hey, mark that, clip that, because I
They're probably
remember.
still gonna find a
I
way.
remember when I said something of the year.
What was it?
And I said God of High School was gonna be the best.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh my
you was tripping
gosh.
on that one.
Anime
I got
of the
Dave
year.
back then.
Oh my gosh.
But
Okay.
yeah, game of the year will probably go to that dude that made It Takes Two again or something. Who knows? But
Oh goodness. And Asia, me and you saw the short film they did.
Mhm.
You were saying a little bit what you thought, so can we hear your full thoughts? What were you saying?
No, just like I was hooked on the trailer from start to finish. At first, I was like, man, this is a lot of detail that they're putting in for a video game trailer. And then that's when I realized it was a short film.
Mhm.
And I was just like, okay, so storytelling on it is what?
Crazy.
beautiful. And they've got
Okay.
references.
Storytelling on it was really good. So if I wish I enjoyed horror like you did. So I do see the appeal to it. I'm not going to knock it at all. But for me, probably won't play. But
Yeah, you will.
if you say so,
On stream, he's saying.
I'll play it
How
on
about
stream.
this?
If I have to watch Supergirl, y'all are playing.
Okay,
Resident
I'll
Evil
play.
Requiem.
If you're watching Supergirl, we'll play it on stream.
Thank you.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, you heard it first from Asia. She will play Resident
No, I
Evil
said
9.
Whoa, no.
you was included in that.
This very much includes you too.
Let's see. We'll talk.
And we gonna have some scary sound redeems added.
Oh goodness.
Lights off.
Goodness. I guess maybe we'll do Ari on stream. We'll see. Okay, all right. Well, that is it. Tori, you can go ahead and close us out. We appreciate y'all
All right.
flying through. See y'all.